The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
I wanted the music to play on forever. Have I stayed too long at the fair? I wanted the clown to be constantly clever. Have I stayed too long at the fair? I bought the blue ribbons to tie up my hair, but I couldn't find anybody to care. The merry-go-round is beginning to slow now. Have I stayed too long at the fair? The music has stopped and the children must go now. Have I stayed too long at the fair? Wanted to win all the fabulous treasures. Have I stayed too long at the fair? I wanted to dance all the merriest measures. Have I stayed too long at the fair? The Midway are fading above me. Have I stayed too long at the fair? I'd better run home to the people who love me, for I've stayed too long.
Isn't it? That's Nancy Wilson, who died this week, who I'd never heard of. And I thought I bought a triple CD, the very best of Nancy Wilson, 1960 to 1976. £6. I thought, oh yeah, you can't go wrong with that. And I dived straight into disc 3. And that's the first song on disc 3. Dear God. I've only heard like 4 songs on there. It's like, what? This is the most incredible voice I've ever heard in my life. £6 on Amazon. Triple CD. Honestly, I would suggest, I insist, you go and treat yourself to the best of Nancy Wilson. £6, man. It's incredible. Good evening, dear listener. The Late Night Alternative. I'm Iain Lee. Who are you, woman?
I'm a stupid woman.
Stupid woman. Here's the thing, right? He definitely said stupid woman. He definitely said it. So what? Who cares? It's not misogynistic, is it? I don't think it is. People say stupid man. I don't think it's misogynist. I interpreted it. I'm open for women to phone in and tell me otherwise. But I don't think stupid woman is misogynistic. It's not particularly nice.
No, it's not particularly nice. You've also got to remember the environment it's being said in, where a lot of women have had it up to the back teeth of the kind of drip of misogyny. And it does happen. We know, we've heard various stories coming out of the House of Commons and Westminster about the sort of attitude towards women because they're outnumbered and there's still something of a novelty. But I do feel like a lot of people are making out they're a lot more bothered about this than they really are.
It's a smokescreen, guys.
It's a great distraction.
It's a smokescreen. He should have called her a stupid C. That's what he should have. I've always said this. I'd have so much more respect for politicians if they stood up in question time and just went, "You are an effing bellend. You're a dick." I've so much more respect for them. I called her a stupid woman. So what? Who cares?
It's not
Get over
parliamentary
it.
language. The other thing is
Get over it. The thing is, though, whenever there's there's a debate going on, you get all these toffs going, "Oh, no. That's more embarrassing when they're shouting like a bunch of 6-year-olds.
It's true. There's also a problem, isn't there, in that there is plenty of beef in the Speaker's direction anyway, and he used exactly that phrase to a female MP not that long ago.
Who cares?
So it's all that stuff. It's old beef, a lot of it.
It's all bullshine. It's a distraction from the fact that the Prime Minister is a stupid person because she's going to ruin this country. Thanks a lot. Hello, computer. Thanks a lot, stupid person. Speaking of stupid people, evening, Alan.
Hi, boss.
What you got?
I need some advice.
OK, I would suggest she probably doesn't fancy you.
Oh.
No, I'm cooking Christmas dinner for the first time on Tuesday.
What could possibly go wrong?
A whole lot if I don't cook dinner right.
Yes.
I need advice from your listeners on how to cook the perfect Christmas dinner.
You could Google it.
You could buy a cookbook.
Google it. It's easier. Just Google it.
No, but I never cooked a turkey dinner in my life before.
OK, well, again, that's irrelevant when I say the phrase, Google it.
Why the internet's down?
Well, is the internet down now?
At the moment, yes.
I don't. First of all, I don't believe you, and secondly, it won't be down tomorrow. How long's it been down for?
24 hours.
Liar.
It's Virgin Media.
Liar.
Honest.
Liar.
Pants on fire.
We're not doing a phone-in on how to cook a roast dinner. What do you think this is, BBC WM under the new management of that insipid woman? What do you think?
Well, I've never heard of him under the new management.
Well, it's the same management that's been there for the last 3 or 4 years, in all honesty. No, I don't care about your Christmas dinner. You're going to ruin it.
Well...
Read the instructions.
Well, no instructions on how to cook a turkey.
There'll be instructions on a turkey.
On the turkey, there usually is, actually.
Well, it depends on how big the turkey is.
Right, well, it depends. You're an idiot. Just go and Google it. Why are you cluttering up the airwaves?
Because I'm the Jeremy Corbyn of the airwaves. Hello?
I'm just trying to work out what that means, and I'm unable to.
Because I'm a stupid man.
Why are you, you're stupid. Why are you, cooking the roast? Get your mum to do it. It's her job.
Oh, now.
No, that's her job!
I offered for the first time ever.
Well, you should have...
I've not been too well, as you know, Ian.
You should have,
I've made a list of what I'm going to be putting on with dinner.
You should have, maybe thought about how to cook a dinner before you said you were going to cook a dinner.
I mean, I've done chicken, I've done beef,
it's the same.
Pork and lamb.
It's the same.
I've never done a turkey.
It's the same. It's the same. Exactly the same.
Well, from a well-known supermarket, I used to get chicken in a bag.
Oh, God. Do you know what? I don't care.
I'm trying to regulate the waters of Ofcom.
What? You're even more... you don't phone us for a month, and this is your comeback call? Wow!
I thought I'd break you in nice and gently before I do the ball sign over Christmas.
Oh, thank God. Thanks for your call, Alan.
Thank you.
Right. You know, I think it's a shame that we can't play Rock and Roll Christmas by Gary Glitter, because that is one of the greatest Christmas songs, isn't it? Christmas, it's Christmas. It's a great intro. Light the lights, ring the chimes. Come on in, it's party time. Raise a roof for Old Lang Syne. We're gonna rock and roll the dum and dum. Yabba-bum, do-do-do. Da-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Raise a glass for Old Lang Syne. We're gonna rock and roll for Old Lang Syne. Another rock and roll and Christmas. Another Christmas rock and roll. Pheasants hanging round the tree. You never get what you've got from me.
Yeah, well,
a life sentence.
Yeah.
tickets to Cambodia. Another rock and roll Christmas, another Christmas rock and roll. Never get what you've got from me. And I'll be rocking, and we'll be rolling down that Christmas tree. And I'll be rocking, and I'll be rolling. Another rock and roll Christmas. In the spirit of Christmas, John from Highbury, I'm going to tell you you're never coming on my radio show ever again because I don't like you. Thanks for calling. There we go. Will that guy ever get the message? We say it to him on air, we say it to him to his face, we say it to him, we say it to him, we say it to him. Roger says, I predict food poisoning this festive season in the Caddick household. Could be. Could be how we wipe out the Caddicks.
I think Alan Caddick is more capable than he lets on. Oh. Yeah.
Roast turkey's the same as chicken, isn't it?
Yeah, if you can do
put
that.
It in, baste it.
Just be methodical about your timings, that's all.
I'm going to my sister's Christmas day for the Christmas dinner. I'm going for the Christmas dinner, which I'm very excited about. We're having chicken, which I'm very cool with. For me, the roast dinner is all about the potatoes, which I know she does excellent because she like I have learnt from my mother on how to do the best roast potatoes, and the sprouts, the potatoes and the sprouts and the gravy. That's it for me. I could if I just got given on Christmas Day a plate with burnt roasties and sprouts smothered in gravy and mint sauce, I'll be happy with that. I'll be absolutely open. This is Christmas dinner. Thank you. May God bless us all, and Tiny Tim. Bless my Tiny Tim. My Tiny Tim. Could be a euphemism, couldn't it?
Yeah, a bit inappropriate though, isn't it?
Well, no, because my Tiny Tim's knackered as well.
Oh.
Not from doing it. I mean, it's broken, is what I was trying to say.
Oh.
I have a broken penis.
Oh.
Like Tiny Tim's.
I sound like I'm feeling sorry for you, but I'm just feeling sorry for actual Tiny Tim. He's a tiny, poor boy.
Forget Dickens.
Oh, now, come on.
It's just Dick hanging.
It's a what a charming image. How very festive.
My lame penis.
Oh, God.
Merry Christmas, guys. This is the Late Night Alternative, Iain, Lee and Katherine Boyle on Talk Radio.
After hours amusement for anarchists, air hostesses and jet-lagged Antipodeans.
G'day, coppers. Can I crash on your floor?
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Someone said Alan Caddick trying to instigate a phone-in on how he can cook the perfect roast. Well, he doesn't listen to the show, so it would be boring for us, and it wouldn't help him at all. And also, I have good reason to believe he has been WhatsApping someone within the last 24 hours. So the whole internet down thing was a lie. I saw through that. It was fakery. So in your face. Good evening, dear listener. The Late Night Alternative. I am Iain Lee. Who the hell are you?
Katherine Boyle.
One of those shows tonight. It's kind of, we're in, sort of the end of term kind of vibe. So we'll just kind of get on and see what's going on. I was talking yesterday about the Bob Hope, Bing Crosby Road to films. One of them is on Amazon Prime for free. I watched it today. It's weird, Amazon Prime, because this was just a rip of the DVD, because it was pretty crappy quality, and then it said at the bottom, DVD mastering by, like, the DVD Club or something. I don't know what it was. So they just ripped the DVD and put it on. But I watched The Road to Bali, and I'd forgotten that in every film, Bob Hope tries to get Bing Crosby killed so he can have sex with Dorothy Lamour. Every film. And it's this, in this one, they have to go diving for a treasure, but there's a giant killer squid. And he says to Bing Crosby, he says to Bob Hope, you do it, because she wants to marry you, but she'll only marry if you go and do this. And he knows there's a very, very strong chance that he's actually going to die if he does it. He doesn't die.
Gosh.
I love those films.
What about the Lad Code? That's in breach of the Lad Code, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. They're constantly stitching each other up, and I'd forgotten. They're very... Gentle is the word. Gentle. I enjoyed it. A little bit racist.
Yeah, I was watching A Star Is Born, Judy Garland, yesterday.
Yeah.
there's a bit in there.
I don't know.
Where they do kind of a Chinese pastiche.
Yeah, there was a Chinesey thing, I think, in this, and there was a joke about a big fat ugly lady they were running away from and stuff, and it was. But you know what?
Different times.
I think it's appropriate today. I think a little bit of racism is appropriate. Racism is coming back. It's the circle of life. Racism is coming back with the new policy to keep all the old foreigners out unless they're rich. Then racism is the new black. Oh, you shouldn't have said that. The new orange? No, probably should stay away from colours. But racism's hip again, and I'm cool with that, man. If that's the way it's going, then that's the way it is. You a fan of racism? Give us a call. 0344.
They're not listening to this. They're listening to LBC.
499 1000.
Not you, John.
Not you, John, you absolute prune. Feeling very discombobulated today. Coming off these I nearly saw them. These flipping pills, man. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. So I had 2 days off them, the venlafaxine, and then I thought, I might be able to make a third day off them. And then I thought better of it. I was feeling all right, but I thought better of it. So I popped a pill on my way to work. So I popped a pill at about 6:30. And but now I just feel nausea. I felt nauseous all evening. My head feels like lead. I feel a little bit grumpy. And feel like, why bother? That's the feeling I've got, is why bother? Well, because I'm here to there's plenty of reasons to bother. I'm here to entertain. I'm here to do this show. This is the best job in the world. I just feel, why bother? Why bother? I've got an early start. What do you want?
From Defrost, 108.
Get lost. No withheld man calls tonight. There'll be no withheld man calls tonight. I'm not in the mood. So that's where we are. I'm really looking forward to having a week off. I think I need a week off. I think I'm going to book a couple of weeks off in March. Here's the thing. March is the time, though, when the contract is is up for grabs. That's when it's up for grabs. That's when the future of this show and of my bank balance gets decided. So I'm reluctant to take any time off. Because imagine you took 2 weeks off in February, and then you come back, and then you get told in March, we're not renewing, we're not taking an option on your contracts. It's like, I've just lost 2 weeks. I've just gone on 2 week holiday. I've lost 2 weeks worth of wages, and I'm now not got a job. That's the worry.
Yeah, that would be a kick in the.
So I want to see it. I want to see it through until. Don't even answer it. Don't even answer that guy. No withheld numbers tonight, guys, for crying out loud. So that's the thing, but I'd like some time off, please, because I sat here and I just feel like I want to burst into tears. Isn't that funny? I can feel...
It's not funny. Those chemicals are
Jesus,
strong.
Man. Jesus. And I've got loads of nice people on Twitter who are cheering me on. Thank you, guys and gals. And loads of people who are saying, I'm on Effexa or venlafaxine, and it is a nightmare to come off. It's a great drug, man. It saved my life. Totally saved my life. Stopped me killing myself. That's a fact. But coming off it, it's like, this is months, and it's like, oh, jeez. What would be great would be to have a month off work, which I may get a month, and then you just come off it, come off the pills now. That would be the thing, just to come off it and ride through it roughshod. But then you got life, then you got the kids. You can't be doing that around the kids because they get the
brunt.
They get the brunt. They get the brunt of it. Everyone who's phoning in tonight is banned. So John's phoning him. Wasim's doing his trick of letting it ring 5 times and then putting the phone down. What is wrong with you, chancers? Just idiot after idiot. I mean...
It's not Christmas yet, mate.
Here's the thing. We provide the best... This is the best late-night phoning show ever. That's a fact. That's a fact. We run it through a computer, and that is a fact. So... chancers and slackers like those guys that are banned, just go away, go and find something else. You're not welcome here.
No, this vibe is very carefully cultivated.
It's a cultivated vibe. So don't switch off. Don't switch off thinking it's going to be miserable. It's not. It's going to be a fun old show. But I'm just setting the scene of where I am. And I'm happy to share that informazione, but it just, again, you know, if it gets a bit discombobulated. I'm struggling to finish sentences is what I'm trying to say. So if it gets a little bit distracted and we go off a few tangents, that's the way it's going to be. That's just the way it's going to be, guys. Good evening, Susan.
Good evening, Ian. Good evening, Catherine.
Hi, Susan. What's the matter? You sound fed up.
Oh, I feel really on edge. I had an encounter. Why is my voice echoing, Ian? What have you done?
I think it's just the technicals. Hang on.
Let me try. If I put you over here, does that make it any better? You
No,
grumpy
it's fine.
old...
No, it's fine. I just can't understand.
Well,
why
obviously
there's
it's
an
not fine
echo.
because you complained about it.
Is that better?
Not really, but never mind.
Oh, well, never mind. That's your problem. Deal with it. Get on with it. By the way,
Okay.
listen. Shush. I would like... This is genuine, Susan. Stop.
You'd like me to go off the phone?
No. Listen, I think we've got off to a bad start, OK? I would like to wipe the slate clean between us.
Yeah. Well, we're all right.
And I would like us to get on as decent
to be
human
friends,
people.
yeah.
So, Susan, I am going to be the big man here. I'm going to be the big man, and I'm going to say, I accept your apology. I accept your apology.
What the bloody hell have I done wrong?
I accept your... listen, it's fine. It's behind us.
Okay.
I accept...
All right, okay.
I accept...
Whatever.
I accept...
That's fine.
Shut up, let me finish the sentence. I accept your apology. Thank you. It's very kind of you to issue one.
It's very big of you. Very big.
Right, lovely.
I'm a nice guy. Unlike her, who's a scumbag, I'm a nice guy. So I can be the big man and I can accept her apology. Because I'm the better out of the two of us.
Okay.
She's trash.
I'll send you a medal later, okay, in the post. Okay? Right. Can we move on?
I think we can. Now you've apologised for your appalling behaviour, I think we can.
You've got closure. Have you, Ian?
Yeah, well, yeah, I am able to put her disgusting, despicable behaviour behind me.
Excuse me, what have I done?
You know, you've been obnoxious and vulgar and rude.
I'm not bloody vulgar. You're the one that's
I'm not
vulgar.
beeping vulgar. There you go. You've just issued a swear word.
Gay.
No?
I issued a B.
Yes, it's a swear word, mate.
No, it wasn't C, was it?
Well, no, but it was still a swear... Well, we go through all the alphabet if you want, but it was a swear word that I wouldn't say in front of my kids, and you just used it to say that you weren't vulgar. You tried to express that you weren't vulgar by using vulgarities.
Oh, bloody
You know what?
hell.
You can take your apology and shove it up your jacksie.
Whoa.
I do not accept your apology.
Are we going to move on? And can I tell you about a film?
You're sounding old, man.
What are you being mean for?
I feel old. I feel really stressed tonight because it's awful. I got back from work and I had a note.
Oh, not the electricity cupboard.
No, he puts it in
the back door.
In my door because I'm not. No, the letterbox because he knows I'm on my own. He's not. He's got women.
Susan basically has been having an affair with someone who's already involved in a relationship. He's a few doors down. It's a torrid physical. Excuse me. I have to set the scene for those people who haven't listened. She's been having a kinky sex game relationship with a man who looks like Omar Sharif, who's already actually involved in a serious relationship. So
and a series of other relationships.
She's a hussy. And she's
Catherine.
addicted. She's addicted.
No, I'm not now.
She's addicted to love.
No. It was never love. It was sex.
She's addicted to lust. She's addicted.
Yes. Not anymore. I told you, Ian.
Can I just say, by the way, Miranda Sawyer has just retweeted something very funny from @DM Reporter, which is a spoof news thing. Breaking. Stupid man calls stupid woman stupid. A stupid country drives itself off a stupid effing cliff.
Well done. Anyway, so he's invaded your postbox.
And I'm feeling really on edge because I'm supposed to go down there at 11 without any perfume, with fishnet stockings, and I'm not going to go.
Whoa.
To go.
Who does he think he is calling the shots?
because I bumped into him today for the first time in a week and a half on the corridor, and he pulled me into the corridor of his flat and started to kiss me, say, you know, I've missed you. I want give me 10 minutes. Come in. I said, no, I was going out to work, and he said, come into the bedroom, and as he pushed me
Oh
onto
no,
the bed.
that's not on.
Oh.
No, it was horrible, and I
Well,
said,
then you should have called the
police.
well, you should call,
No,
hang on. That's a sexual assault, right? Okay, so let's put all jokes to one side. That's a sexual assault.
No, because he laughed. He laughed and he said, "I like to wind you up." I said, "Look, that's not funny."
Well, that's sexual assault, Susan.
Oh,
that's actually a sexual.
He's a prolific liar. He'll turn it round.
Well, no. But all joking to one side. That is genuinely that is genuinely a sexual assault.
Yes,
So,
it's
anyway,
sounding very predatory now, Susan.
So, well, I got out of the flat. I said, look, I've got to go. I told a lie, which I hate doing. I said, look, I'm going to work, which was true. And I said, I've got to drop some tablets off to my auntie. I do have an elderly auntie who isn't well, but she's not in this area. So, you know. And I got out of the flat. He said, come back later on. I said, I don't know how long I'll be. I said, but I'll be back later. So I scuttled off to work, came back, found this letter saying, come down at 11. I'll be waiting for you. Don't wear that perfume. Sometimes I wear a geranium oil. It's a flower oil because I like it. And he said he finds it strong. So anyway, basically he said I'll be waiting for you at 11. I've just put a note in his electricity box.
No. Why are you sending Susan? Why are you sending him notes? That's encouraging
hang on,
him.
you're not letting me tell you.
You're not listening to anything that we're saying. So it's a very It's a very one-sided conversation.
But
okay.
will you please let me finish?
Jesus Christ!
I've just put a note. If you don't have patience with me, and I can't tell you the whole story.
Well, no, okay, but the thing is, it's not Susan. It's not a monologue. It's a conversation.
Yeah, okay. Well, whatever it is, I need to tell you the end of it, okay? It's not a monologue.
Well,
and I put this note saying that I came back at 10, right, grabbed some money for a taxi because we're waiting for the doctor to come because she's got a urine infection. I know it's a lie, but I had to get out of it. And I said I should be back after midnight. I said, but if I'm not, I said, that just there's nothing I can do. I can't walk out on Auntie. She's 85. My real Auntie is 85. And, but I'm feeling on edge.
Why did you lie to him instead of just saying, I'm not interested?
Because he can be very nasty, Catherine. He can be very vindictive. And the last time I pulled myself out of the relationship 9 years ago, he turned very vindictive and nasty. And he turned people against me, and he was watching me get undressed outside. He was crunching on the gravel. I knew it was him. He was watching me, and he gets very, very vindictive, which is what I don't want.
Call the police.
Well, I might have to if it gets,
how much worse has it got to get? He's spying on you getting undressed, and he threw you on the bed.
No, he spied on me when I pulled out last time.
Right. Okay. And he threw you on the bed
today, but he jostled me. But it was. He said he was just playing around, and he laughed.
Well, that doesn't.
Okay?
That doesn't.
Did it feel like he was playing around to you, Susan?
Well, not to begin with. But then he's done it before, and then he laughs. And then he says, I was only messing around.
Right. Well, it doesn't matter what he says afterwards. You can rape someone and say, I was only messing around. It doesn't stop it being a sexual assault. Now, this is not obviously as bad, whatever that means, as a rape, but this is a sexual assault. He's assaulted you. He's made you feel lousy, and he's got power over you.
He's acting like he's entitled to you and to your body, and he's telling you not to put perfume on. Who does he think he is?
Oh no! You see, the thing is, Catherine, this is what's happened because I have allowed him to make use of my body since March, and in the past I have stayed away for 8-9 years because I've allowed that. Now I am paying the price.
Well, there's no price to pay. Listen, you can have sex with a man 10 times a day, every day for 10 years. But if at any point you decide to say no or withdraw, from that relationship, you're entitled to. That doesn't doesn't entitle him to anything.
No, you don't owe him anything, Susan.
I know I don't, Catherine. But you see, the thing is, he's just got this. He's just. It's just horrible. horrible. It's just, you know, he's just got this really horrible attitude. I don't think he likes women. I think he uses them for either sex, money. Francesca has a lot of money. She has a lot of money. Or another reason to benefit him. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you see it, Susan. So
I know. I don't want to go down there.
Well, don't then.
What time is it? I've got to pretend to be out.
It's 25 to 11.
Don't pretend to be out. You're a grown woman in your own home.
Why are you even considering the fact that you might have to go down there? I do understand it.
I'm not going down there. I'm not going down there. I don't want him to come up here and listen at the door.
Well, if he does...
I won't go down there.
OK. I don't know what...
Down there. I promise. I won't. I don't want to.
Well, I don't know what you want from us.
I was just sharing it with you, that's all.
OK, well, I'm glad you...
I've got some other things to share with you. I've thought of, Ian, I've thought of a few... I don't know whether you want... Well, you don't like hearing about it, do you? So I'll stop it. That's all right. You don't have to like it. Do you?
It's not that, Susan. It's not that at all.
You don't have to.
It's not that at all. If he comes up the stairs, if you don't go down there, and I'm hoping you won't, because I know you don't want to.
I promise I won't. I don't want to. I really don't want to, Catherine.
Well,
seriously.
He's forcing himself now, so you are completely within your rights to call the police if he starts pestering at the door.
By the police, 999.
Yeah.
And I know it's easier said than done. Of course it's easier said than done. But you are... entitled.
Let's see if it calms down. It will calm down. I've told you what it is. I'm to blame for this.
No. That's not.
Use me.
No, that's not.
In the past.
That's not true.
It is, you know.
No, you're not. You're wrong. You're totally wrong there. I don't know why you've got such low self-esteem. Listen, we have a laugh in the past, right? But forget all of that. I don't know why you have such low self-esteem. Something has obviously happened, but you are not to blame for any of this. This is entirely him. This is entirely his fault. Whether you know, even if you were walking around outside his front door in short skirts and stockings, whatever, you've had sex with him, whatever, he's entirely to blame for this bullying. Let's be polite and call it bullying.
Yeah.
You're not to blame for this at all.
Yeah, but you see, Ian, if you look at it from the other side of the coin, when you considered that he only had to snap in the past, right, and more recently and further away in the past, he only had to snap his fingers, and I used to go. I never turned him
That's
down.
irrelevant
If you think of it like
but that you went willingly. That was then. This is now, and you are allowed to change your mind, and you are allowed to say no, Susan. And you don't have to lie about where you are. You can be in your own home, and you are entitled to peace there.
I feel really depressed about this.
Okay, so hang on. Are you worried that he's going to come to yours at 11 o'clock?
Yes, but he'll only tap. He won't try and break the door in or anything.
Right, fine. Well, why don't you stay on the phone with us until you feel till 11:15, 11:30, until you feel safe?
No, I'll phone you later if that's all right.
Okay, but you'd be very welcome just to hang on the phone.
Thank you. But no, because other people might want to phone you. It's not fair on other people.
Well, here's the thing. We've got loads of lines. We've got Chris lined up and that's it. We've got loads of lines, so you could quite happily stay there and it wouldn't interfere.
I would like to just get into bed and stay quiet and turn all the lights off and just let him go. But if he comes and taps on the door, but the other, thank you very much, Ian. Okay, very kind.
All right.
of you.
Well, here's the thing I want to say to you, Susan. Yeah. I know that you have got there's a lot of emotion tied up with this, and you have some thoughts about how much of a part you play in it. But you are important, right?
Guilt.
So you say no. Well.
Guilt.
I think it's misplaced, Susan, and he's got into your head. He's got into your head. So here's the thing: you are as important as anyone else, right? So if you're feeling under pressure and you want some company, give us a call, right?
You don't have to say anything. We can just have you on the other line. We've got 2 lines that I can have on there, and you can just sit on the other line, and we'll have it open, and you don't have to say anything. I'll talk to the other callers, or I'll talk to Kath, and if at any point you just want to chip in, you'd be welcome to. If at any point someone knocks on the door, you can talk to us. We can be here for you.
I don't want him to hear me talking to you because I want him to think I'm out.
Well, then just if you want to, and again, I'm not telling you what to do because I know suddenly this sounds like a bloke telling you what to do again.
No, you're not.
But you'd be very welcome to sit on the line silently and listen to the radio show through the phone.
Oh, you're very sweet. All I'll put the radio on very, very low,
Okay.
and I'll call you after 11 if that's all right.
That is absolutely perfect, and we will put you straight on.
Can I just tell you something here?
Yeah.
I've got some little ideas for how you can spend Boxing Day with your children, your
Are you
boys.
burping?
She is a bit.
Yeah,
A bit
sorry.
windy pops.
Yeah, it is. Sorry, I get this when I'm nervous. Sorry.
Wow,
I do
there's a symptom of
apologise.
nerves.
Sorry,
Start
I do
blowing off.
apologise. I do apologise. I just thought if you go out with the boys for a little walk to break up the day, you could come back and you could tell the boys, oh, you know, we'll come on, we'll go home now and we're going to do something nice. You can make hot chocolates and marshmallows for them.
Yes.
And then before you go out, you can watch their favourite movie.
Yes. Trust me. Listen, when the boys come over for Christmas, I got it covered. I got shed loads to do.
Okay.
I got shed loads to do. But thank you.
I thought you would actually. Did you put your tree up?
Yeah,
the boys.
It's crap. It's a crappy little horrible tree.
Doesn't matter. It's a tree, and that's
It's a tree.
I think it looks quite jolly.
It's all right, and that's the only decoration I've got. And it's fine, but I'm covered for the boys. We've got plenty of games, board games, and card games, and things to make, and video games, and movies, and geocaching, and all of this stuff. And then their cousins are coming over for a sleepover one night. We are sorted.
They're not going to leave. They're not going to want to leave, are they?
Tough. They're going to get kicked out. Walk home. Walk the 50 miles home.
You'll have a lovely time with the boys, and the boys will have a lovely time with you. Just this film, I've got a very good film for you to watch if you feel like it.
Yes.
It's Alfred Hitchcock's favourite film,
Yes.
and he directed it, and it's called Shadow of a Doubt.
Okay.
Shadow of a Doubt.
I struggle with Hitchcock a little bit.
I find him quite
Well,
creepy.
I promise you can phone up and make a personal complaint to me if you don't like this film. It is brilliant, and it stars Joseph Cotton and Teresa Wright. And Joseph Cotton
Don't spoil
plays
it.
the part.
Don't spoil it.
Of the, I'll just run through briefly.
Well, don't.
He plays,
Don't. No, don't.
Oh, don't you want an idea?
No, because if I watch a film, I want to watch a film.
I was only going to run through the basic line of it.
Don't.
Okay, all right.
Right, listen, I've got to go.
We'll speak to you in a bit.
Give us a call whenever you want.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm sorry to have bored you with it. I was feeling really stressed.
I know you are. We're all groovy. You're not bored us with
Thank
it. We're all
you.
concerned about you. We're going to speak to you after 11.
Thank you, Ian. Thank you, Catherine.
Bye, take care.
Bye, thank you.
03444991000. Chris, stay there. You're coming up next.
Dead of Night Discourse for disco queens,
I'm related to Jedward and Dolly Parton.
dairy farmers,
Aye.
and distant fathers.
Yeah, whatever.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
Doing lots of things that we don't know about, we can't control.
on Talk Radio.
Yes, great.
I was a little bit short at the start of that call. These pills are making me angry. Just really snappy for no reason. But we got there in the end. 03444991000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. That's a sexual assault.
Yeah.
That's sexual assault. And it's often difficult for the victim to see that they are the victim because a lot of these relationships are built on guilt and shame and pressure and manipulation.
Yeah.
And that's why she's taken on board, it sounds like, amateur psychology time, she's taken on board all of his guilt and shame at his behaviour, and she's taken it on and now feels less than when she is she's her own woman, her own human being, and she's being bullied by someone who sounds like, let's be honest, a dick.
Yeah.
A controlling, violent dick. Throwing someone on a bed is a violent act, unless you're engaged in a relationship where throwing someone on a bed is all part of the fun. If you're doing it against the other person as well, that's a violent act.
Yeah.
That's a precursor to rape.
She's been avoiding him, obviously. To the point where he wrote her a letter saying, "Where are you, my darling?" He might couch it in romantic language, but the action is not romantic, is it? The action is predatory now.
And we've laughed at it because I guess maybe I certainly didn't quite understand the serious nature of what was going on, but I think we just got a glimpse there of actually quite how dark it is for Susan. So, Susan, give us a call. and a bit later on, and we'll walk you through it. We'll hold your hand through it tonight. Happy to do that.
It's insidious, that kind of behaviour, isn't it? It doesn't start out that way.
Yeah.
It might take her a while to recognise it for what it is, if ever.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Chris, come to you in a second. Someone just sent me a very interesting... Graham, I think you guys are handling this call very well. I had a similar thing happen to me as a young teenager with an older guy. This is really common. I had a similar thing happen to me as a young teenager with an older guy, but it was much later I realised what had actually happened. It's very serious, but it might take Susan a while to really realise it. Mm-hmm. And that's really common. And that's one of the things Jonathan King did, was having sex with 15-year-old boys. And his argument, and I know he got found not guilty of some recent charges, but was found guilty of previous charges. And he sent me a letter last time we spoke about this, trying to explain his disgusting behaviour. And one of the explanations is, but the boys came back for more. So how could it have been rape? Because quite often abused people go back to their abusers, because particularly with sexual abuse with older men and younger people, boys or girls, is they go back because they're spoilt, they're often bought presents, they are shown love, they are shown affection, they are treated like an adult. Oh yeah, they get raped. But around the rape, you've got all this nice stuff that happens, and they are able, a lot of them, this is not for everybody, this is short, small subsection of it. A lot of sexual abuse victims, young people, children and young people, can... I'm going to say something ham-fisted and people will have a go at me, but my head is all over the place. Will put up with the rape because of all the other stuff that goes around it, the affection and the love that they are possibly not getting from their parents, or they're not getting from a relationship, or they're not getting from their friends, or whatever. They get love, they get affection, they get treated like adults, they get allowed to drink, they get allowed to watch films, and the rape thing almost becomes, I can tolerate this pain and this shame for everything else that goes with it. Yeah. That's not everybody at all. Some people, it's not, but particularly, I think, when it's older men and young boys, 13, 14, 15.
Well, there's a power imbalance. It's very simple. That is not an equal relationship. One person has more power, more experience, more ability to manipulate than the other.
There's also a thing, I remember talking to a therapist about this, and this will annoy people. And again, I can only really talk about young men and boys, is that quite often when they're being sexually abused by someone, they'll get an erection, right? Because it's sexual stimulation. And that is really confusing to a young 13, 14, 15-year-old boy, or any age, really, because you think, I think I hate this, but I'm getting an erection, so I must like it. Mm. It's confusing. Mm. You don't know what's going on. And last time I mentioned that, I got a load of abuse as well. I'm not saying that young men that get raped are enjoying it. I'm saying that there is often a physical reaction of an erection, which is a physical, show of arousal, and that sends confusing signals to a young man's mind.
But that confusion that you're talking about, and I don't think that confusion is something that the older person is exploiting.
Yeah. Oh, completely. Anyway, 0344 499 1000. Chris is thinking, how the hell are we going to... He's talking about erections. How the hell am I going to follow that? Don't worry, Chris, you don't have to. That's our job. What have you got for us this evening, sir?
Hello.
Hello, Chris.
Hello, can you hear me?
Not really.
Well.
I'm not in a very good position, I think. Is it just...
I can't hear what you're saying, man. Are you on speaker?
No, I'm just plugged into my ears. I'm going to take the speaker. Hold on.
Hang on, go on.
Okay, is that better?
There we go, that's better. Now we can hear you. Yes, man, what you got for us?
Just wanted to bring in... because I know you been a vaccine for a time.
Yes.
So they might well. I don't know, but I suffer from PTSD.
Yeah.
And just general depression, and I taken an overdose, but I don't know. It's to kill me.
When did you do that?
About an hour ago.
Whoa! An hour ago?
Yeah, something like that.
What did you take, man?
I don't know. There's a mixture. Metazapine.
Okay, well, I know for a fact because my doctor told me metazapine ain't going to kill you, okay? How much metazapine did you take, though?
My weekly supply was reduced to a night.
All right. What else did you take an hour ago? So you took some metazapine.
I've got the boxes down here. Hold on 1 second.
Tell me everything you took, man. There's no rush.
Yeah. Okay. I can't find it.
All right.
Sorry.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. Where are you? Because I can hear. I heard someone in the background. Where are you?
I'm in Plymouth.
Near Plymouth. Who's that in the background? Is that a friend of yours?
No, it's somebody coming out of the club.
Right. So you're near a club?
Yeah, I'm near a club. Yeah.
What club are you near?
I can't. Revolution, maybe.
Revolution?
Revolution seems to be a lot of people around here.
Is the club called Revolution?
I think so.
And is it? You say is it in Plymouth? What town are you in?
Did you not hear what I said in the first place? I mean, Plymouth.
You're in Plymouth. I thought you said near Plymouth.
Right, I got it. Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Derry's Cross. Is that right?
Derry's Cross.
Derry's with a D.
Derry's Cross.
I'm sorry about that.
Don't worry. Hey, no. Derry's Cross is the name of the place. I'm not very cross. Yeah, go on. Do you want to die, Chris?
I really want to discuss it with you.
Good. I'm glad you want to discuss it. I need to ask you a question. Do you normally speak with a slight slurring of your voice? Have you got an issue that causes you to slur a little bit?
I probably have, because I can't walk straight. I'm sitting down.
But normally, if you hadn't taken these pills, would you be speaking normally?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Fine. Do you know what street you're on? Can you look and see if there's a street sign?
No, I can't see it.
Well, I really want you to have a look. I really want you to have a look and see if there's a street sign.
I can't see one, Iain.
All right. What are you wearing, Chris?
Just a black jacket and blue trousers.
Blue trousers? Are they blue jeans?
No, they're for sports.
Blue, like tracksuit trousers or smart trousers?
No, the equivalent to tracksuit trousers.
Right. What colour shoes you got on, man? I'm keen to know your fashion. What colour shoes you got on?
I've got a black pair of canvas shoes.
Black canvas shoes on?
Yeah.
Make sure Kath gets all of this, please. It'd be really, really helpful, man, if you could... What can you see? What can you see from where you are?
Just lots of us.
Lots of...
Sorry?
What can you see, man?
I don't want anything. I don't.
Chris?
I don't.
Chris,
yeah.
Stay with me, man.
I'm...
Stay with me, brother.
Yeah,
Is there anybody there with you? Can you see anybody nearby?
I don't think she's come up a couple of times on my phone, but
are you stood up or are you sat down?
opposite the Ivy Group com.
Are you stood up, Chris? This is really important, man. Stay with me, right? Are you stood up or are you sat down? You've got the clothes he's wearing, yeah?
No, I can't stand before I stand.
You can't stand up, so you're sat on the floor?
I'm sat on the floor.
Beautiful. Best place for it. Have a nice rest. Is there anybody walking past you?
Yeah,
Is there anybody there that you could pass the phone to?
No, not really.
What do you mean, not really? Is there anybody you could shout out to and get them to talk to me on the phone? Because I tell you what, Chris, I don't want you to die tonight, man. And I need to know what street you're on. I need to know what street you're on.
I do want to die.
I know you want to die, but I don't want you to die tonight. What I would like is you to get through tonight, and then I would like to have a chat about this with you tomorrow when you've not got a load of drugs in your blood. And then we can if you want to die tomorrow, that's a different thing. I don't want you to die tonight, man, because I love you. I love you, brother, and I do not want you to die tonight. Right? I love you, man.
Sorry, Ian. I've listened to you for quite a time, but tonight it's been terrible.
Why has it been terrible? Tell me why it's been terrible. What happened tonight, brother? I can't remember, but I think there was a bit of argy-bargy. I think it come from one of the rooms in the flat, and there's definitely no... Have you been in a fight tonight?
No.
Chris, I need to know what street you're on, brother. I really need to know what street you're on. I need to know exactly what you can see. Are you sat on the pavement?
Yeah.
Focus, man. Focus on this. This is really, really important. If you want to kill yourself tomorrow, that's a different thing altogether. But tonight, I'm not letting you die. Right. You're sat on the pavement. Is there a road with cars on it?
There is a road. There's a few cars.
Right. And cars are they driving past? Come on, Chris. Are they driving past or are they just parked?
There's nothing to park. They're driving.
Right.
Driving past.
Okay. All right. Stay with me, man. Whatever you do, stay with me. Stay with me, man. All right? Come on. Is there anybody walking down that street?
No, I don't think so.
Right. Can you move at all?
I struggle.
Right. And again, that's purely because of the drugs you've taken. Normally, you wouldn't have a problem moving.
No, it's not.
Can you see, from where you are, can you see any buildings that stand out?
Sorry?
Can you see the Revolution nightclub?
Yeah, I'm looking at it now, but possibly.
You can see the Revolution nightclub. Is it on the same side of the road as you, or is it opposite you?
I'm looking straight at it.
You're looking straight at it, it's on the other side, and you can see, like, the front door. So if you cross the road in a straight line, you would walk to the front door, would you? Talk to me, Chris. Chris!
I do want to die, Ian.
Shut up, man. I know you want to die, brother, but I love you. And I love you. And you may want to die, but we can talk about that tomorrow. We can talk about that tomorrow. Tonight, I just want to know, if you were to stand up and walk in a straight line over the road, would you get to the entrance of the club?
I think it's kicking out time because...
Are they on their way? Beautiful. All right, Chris, listen, talk to me, man. You've done all the work I need you to do for now, and that's good. I do need you to kind of... How long did they say?
They're on their way now.
Right. I do need...
Stay comfortable this week.
Stay comfortable. Groovy. So there was some argy-bargy in the flat, was there?
Yeah, I can't remember what it was about.
You can't remember?
I can remember. I bought an iPad for my son, and it fell out the car in crash. So, she's going to have to thresh out for.
Go on. Finish the sentence, man. Chris? Chris? Chris?
Sorry.
You right? What happened there? We lost you for a second, man.
I just dropped the phone down.
Don't drop the phone. Did you crack the screen?
No.
Because that is almost worth dying for. That's the worst thing you can do is cracking the screen. So I don't know this Revolution nightclub. Do you go there?
No, I've never been there.
You've never been in there?
No.
How old are you, man? I can't work. What are you, 27, I'm going to guess?
No, I'm nearly 60.
You're nearly 60?
Yeah, nearly 60, yeah.
Dude, you've got a young... When you say nearly 60, what, are you 59 then? And you're a white guy, yeah?
I'm what? Sorry?
You're a white guy.
Yeah, I'm a white guy.
You're a white guy, you're nearly 60, you're wearing a black jacket, you got some blue kind of tracksuit trousers on, you got some black canvas shoes on. You've got a young man's voice.
Yeah.
That's confusing me. You sound young. By the way, everyone listening at home, don't worry, don't block up the lines. We've made the calls on this. We're all cool. Everyone listening at home, we're obviously waiting for a reason. Who's that, Chris? I can hear voices.
There's just people in the background.
People in the background. All right. Okay. So I'm confused. So there was some argy-bargy, but you don't quite remember. Where did you get all these pills from?
I'm prescribed them.
You're prescribed them. Okay. Well, here's the thing. I think mirtazapine is going to make you sleep for like 3 days. Because that's what that drug does. It's getting noisy there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not.
Is it not cold there, man? It's freezing over here in London.
It is so in Plymouth.
What was that, Chris? I missed it. Chris, I missed what you just said, buddy. Chris?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, stay there, man. Stay there. Relax. Stay there. But you got to keep talking to me, man. How long you been listening to the show for?
About a year, I think.
So, are you one of the people that found it because of the jungle?
No.
You knew about it before the jungle?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's something. And do you like the show? Here's the question I want to ask you. Why did you call me tonight? Why was it me that you rang?
As I said to your man on the switchboard.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can hear me.
I can hear you. Go on.
For my...
I can hear a lot of noise there. Who's talking?
It's people going to the food truck.
All right, okay, all right. So, can you see the road? If someone was to drive past you on the road, do you think they'd see you?
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah, okay, all right then. What were you doing? What are you doing there? How did you end up there? Do you remember? Chris, do you remember how you got there? Chris? Jeez, come on, man. Chris! Chris! Pick up the phone. Oh, come on, man. Chris? Did you drop the phone again?
Just check it out a bit. I'll see alright.
Is there someone there with you? Chris, I'm struggling to hear you, man. Is there someone there with you now? Chris, if you can hear me, just make a noise. You haven't even got to speak now. Just make a noise. Can you hear me, Chris? Give me a yes. What's going on?
Ambulance is on its way. I just wanted to add the additional information so that they know they're looking for.
Chris, can you hear me? Just say yes. Because I can talk. You haven't even got to talk. Chris, man. Chris, can you hear me? There you go. All right. Shall I just talk? Dude, you are... Yeah? Go on. It's getting hard to understand what you're saying, Chris, but I take great comfort in the fact that you're still speaking to me, OK? That is good news. Now, I'm going to... no, I'm not. You all right? I'm going to assume you can hear me, and I'm going to keep on talking, and if at any point you want to talk, then you start talking and I'll shut up, OK? Yeah. Beautiful, man. OK, right, so we've established that you're in Plymouth, that...
I've got a pair of it,
Go on, man. Say it again. Try and say it again. OK, so we've established you're in Plymouth. Do you live in Plymouth? Chris, do you live in Plymouth? I'm listening to see if anyone rocks up. We've called an ambulance, by the way, dear listener. Obviously, we did that. Katherine did that very early doors in this. So please don't anyone else call on. We've done it. Let's not clog up their lines. I think I've only been to Plymouth twice in my life, and I don't really remember it, Chris. Is it a nice place to live? Or is it a bit of a dump? What was it? Lewis Hamilton got into trouble today, didn't he? Calling Stevenage, what do you call it? A slum, I think? I've been to Stevenage. I mean, I don't think he was far off, if I'm completely honest. Yeah. Have you seen the shops in Stevenage? Are you still sat up, or are you lying down? Where's this bloody ambulance? Jesus, come on! Chris, you sat up or lying down? Anyway, so Lewis Hamilton got in big trouble because he said that Stevenage was a slum. He said he was glad he escaped from the slums. Stevenage ain't the greatest place in the world. There are some bits that are a little bit scummy. But I think, Chris, that he was saying it just to appear a bit New York and a bit street and a bit cool. Because that's kind of a sort of New York thing to say, calling where you came from a slum. There's not really any slums in Britain, are there? Who's that? Is that them? Is there someone there with you, man? Hello? Hello? Jesus. Oh, this is awful. Chris, can you hear me? There's movement going on, so you're still alive. So that is good news. I tell you what, I'm going to talk to you about Christmas films. How about that? Yes? Let's talk about Christmas films. You know that Die Hard qualifies as a Christmas film, don't you? It's set at Christmas. It qualifies as a Christmas film. You seen Die Hard, Chris? You must have seen Die Hard. Dying Hard is probably not the appropriate thing to talk about at this time, at this phone call. I wish you'd just say one word to me, Chris, so I knew where you were. Chris, do you remember who you're on the phone to? This is Iain Lee and Kath. You've called us up on Talk Radio. Come on, Chris. Where's the flipping ambulance, man? Jeez. Chris, I love you, brother. You deserve better than this, right? You deserve better than this. And whatever has happened, I promise you, it can be sorted. I guarantee that whatever has happened, it can be sorted out. Well, it might not be easy. Hello, who's that? Hello, who's that? Right. Whatever has happened, Chris, it can be sorted, brother. I promise you, man. It might not be easy, might be painful, but it is better than you doing this. Did I hear you say that you had a son? Did I hear you mention that? He can't hear us. Hello? Who's that? Chris, can you hear me, man? Hello? Hello, is there anybody there? Hello? Oh, geez, this is horrendous. Is there anybody there? Can anyone hear me? Hello, can anyone hear me? Chris, you're still alive. Thank Christ. Chris, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes, brother! The whole country is punching the air. We lost you for about 10 minutes, man. Did you fall asleep? Did you fall asleep, Chris?
I'm just
Don't fall asleep, man. That is discourteous to me. Don't fall asleep. Try and stay awake if you can. I know it's I know it's not one of the best shows we've ever done, but geez, man, try and stay awake. Oh, that's a relief. Are you cold?
Yeah, I'm not.
You're not cold? Go on, what's happening?
I'm just giving them information as and when we get it.
OK. Are they out?
I'm having to ring London, you see, so they're passing messages on.
Hey, it's confusing, there's confusing.
But they'll be there soon, Chris.
OK, all right. Listen, someone's going to come and help you in a minute, Chris. Someone is going to come and help you in a minute, and then maybe you and I could have a chat tomorrow or Friday, off air, and see if there's any way of just sorting stuff out a little bit. There we go. Here we go.
I'm just going to take this off you a minute, all right?
Hello?
Hello, it's the police, yeah.
Is that the police?
Yeah, the police are with him now, all right?
Wonderful.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Poor man.
Come here.
Poor man.
They've got him.
Oh, God. Well done, Kath.
Well done, you.
Right, OK, this is Talk Radio. Let's have a break. Gosh. Well, that was a fun call. Well done, Katherine. Katherine was scuttling, was not. She was phoning frantically the ambulance, but you had to speak to them in London, who then had to relay it to Plymouth. Where was the ambulance? Simon was doing a blinding job. Everyone did a blinding job. Thank you. We have our fingers crossed. I've got Chris's number. I'm gonna give him a call tomorrow. And see. Thank you for all the kind words. I just not looked at Twitter, obviously, for 20 minutes, and then suddenly there's 500 tweets. So thank you for the kind words. Gosh. Poor bloke. I thought we'd lost him at one point, and I don't know what to say. I tell you what I do know to say. Everyone's always welcome to call us. Me and Kath ain't medically trained, or we're not counsellors or anything like that. I would suggest that if ever you felt like taking an overdose was a serious option, the Samaritans are incredible. I've called the Samaritans before when I've thought about topping myself. I've called them, and for me, it's just like squeezing a spot. It just eases the pressure enough that I come away and still feel lousy, but I don't feel like I want to kill myself. Suicide doesn't feel like the option. Phone number for the Samaritans, it's free. It's anonymous. They don't get your phone number. You can give them a fake name if you want. They cannot hang up on you unless you are overly abusive. They won't give you advice, but it's just an ear. Gosh, it's really upset me. It's just an ear, it's just, you can sound off to someone anonymously. The phone number for the Samaritans is 116 123. 116 123. We're going to mention it a few times tonight. They are great. They will, you can be on there for hours if you want, and they are all good people. My mum was a Samaritan for ages. You used to have to use a pseudonym. I don't know if you still do or not. They used to have to use a pseudonym in case, my mum would say, well, used to get people phoning on masturbating to the Samaritans. Weirder. But the Samaritans are great, man. I love them. It's kind of my charity of choice at the moment, because they literally saved my life. 116 123. I don't know what else to say. I want to say, hey, go and speak to a friend. Some people don't have friends. Some people think that their friends won't be interested in that. Some people don't have a brother or a sister or an uncle that they can go to and say that. And sometimes, I get it, man. I really get it. Sometimes the weight of existence. Can you just take Susan's call and just check that she's all right as well? Because we've got an issue going on there as well. I get that sometimes everything gets, and I don't say heavy as in the hippie sense, life can get heavy, it can get physically heavy. You know, having to worrying about money or a divorce or a house or a kid or work or whether you've got enough milk in the fridge. And I don't say that flippantly. Sometimes the small things and big things, it can just get so heavy that you genuinely believe the only way out is to kill yourself. Or in my case, I genuinely thought a few times everyone else's life would be better if I was dead. And that's insane, because I've got kids, I've got an ex-wife, I've got Katherine, I've got friends, I've got responsibilities. Nobody's life would be better if I killed myself. Of course it wouldn't. But the insanity of the weight of life, of the darkness of life, can really confuse your thinking. Chris, brother, my thoughts are with you, and you are precious, you are priceless, you are valuable, and you deserve better than that. You deserve better than to die on a flipping street in Plymouth opposite a nightclub. You deserve better than that, man. Everyone deserves better than that, and I just hope that that they can turn things around, they can save your life, and that we can find a way of letting in a tiny little chink of light through whatever blanket is covering your soul. We can just get a tiny little bit of light in, and let you realise that there are possibilities unknown. 116 123 is the best number to call. All right, we've got a couple of people we want to talk to. Let's talk to Sue. Let's just check in with Susan and see how Susan's doing. Susan, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you, Ian. Thank you, Catherine. He hasn't been down. I haven't heard him knock the door. He has a very specific way of knocking the door, and he hasn't been down. But I was listening very quietly to the way you handled the situation with the gentleman, Chris, and I thought you were both fantastic. Absolutely fantastic with that poor man.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely lovely and wonderful. And you quite possibly have saved a gentleman's life tonight. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
A fantastic job.
Thank you, Susan. But you're all right. You're feeling a bit safer now.
I didn't feel threatened because he wouldn't break the door in. But it's the fact that it's the thought of him coming down here, and I've got to break this off. But you see, the thing is, there's something I didn't tell you, Ian.
Yeah.
Because, I embarked on this in March of this year, and in June, I went down there one afternoon and I said, look, when we have sex from now on, would you please wear a condom? And he looked at me and he said, why? I said, well, I'm worried about infections. I only go with one person at any time. I haven't been with anybody for years. And the way you live your life, I'm frightened I'll pick an infection up. I'm scared I'll get something. So he knitted his eyebrows together. And he pulled me in the flat by my wrists. And then he shut the door. And then he frog marched me to the bed. So I was facing him, and he was marching me to the bed backwards. Can you follow me? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I am.
So,
listen, I am. No, Susan, listen. I hope you.
It's the way I'm not very good at explaining.
No, I know you're not. But I listen. I need to say this. With respect, you're safe. Can we have this conversation another night? After what?
Because you've got other people to talk to. I'm sorry.
No, it's not that. It's just after what we've just been through.
Oh, sorry, darling. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm not having a go at you. I am. You're safe, and that is my priority. It's precise second. But just after what we've been through, as long as you're safe.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
maybe we could have this conversation tomorrow.
But I do apologise.
You've nothing to apologise for.
But please take my comments on board. You handled it beautifully.
And you have nothing to apologise for.
With Chris, and you did a fantastic job. And we've all felt as if we want to end our lives, Ian, haven't we? I felt it in the past. Lots of us, many of us, have felt these dark days and these dark times that sweep over us. And it's so important to try and cling on.
Yes.
And the way you sort of gave Chris that little bit of hope. It's fantastic.
Okay.
Have a good sleep tonight.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you, and I'm glad that you're safe. Thank you very much indeed. 0344 499 1000. That wasn't harsh, was it? Was it? You think it was harsh? Do you think it was harsh? What?
This bloke is a nightmare, it turns out.
Yeah. I'm happy that she is safe tonight.
Right.
I'm not in a position where I can go through a historical. Take that word back, 'cause it's a horrible word. I can't.
I might just give her a ring now.
You go and give her a ring. Thank you very much indeed. Look at that. I can't take any more.
No, I'm going to
weight on my shoulders.
It's what I think it is. It's best off we do it this way.
Yeah. All right. Good. There we go. This is something. Let's go to Abby. Good evening, Abby.
Hi, Ian.
Hey, Abby. How you doing?
I'm not too bad. How are you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I completely understand, right? And last night we spoke under different terms, but I work in mental health.
Yeah.
And I think you handled that incredibly.
I'm now worrying that I didn't handle
that.
Susan
Is from a
very
professional.
well.
No.
Thank you.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
You have to kind of sometimes pick what you need to deal with, and tonight you have dealt with a lot of difficult issues in a short space of time, and sometimes you have to protect yourself.
Yeah, I can't take any more. I can't put any more weight on my shoulders tonight. That was, I thought a man had died on the phone. Jesus.
No, I completely understand because I was there with you, and as somebody that works in mental health, I felt equally as helpless.
Yeah. Good God.
I completely understand every feeling that you're feeling right now. And I do feel that maybe after the show tonight, and this is just me being a human as well as a professional, that maybe you need, to talk about this.
Yes.
Because it's not something that you deal with every day, especially not on air, and especially not with an audience. And you handled it, both of you, incredibly.
Thank you very much, Abby. Thank you.
From somebody that does it day to day.
Yeah.
Not obviously.
How do you do it every day?
Circumstances that you're doing it in.
How do you deal with that much pain every day?
Do you know what? It can be emotionally draining and mentally draining because you give yourself to everybody else.
Yeah.
But there are silver linings.
Yeah, of course there are. I'm sure the rewards are immense.
Yeah. And that was an emergency situation that you don't expect to be put into, but at the same time you handled it incredibly.
Yeah.
And you did exactly what I would have done.
Thank you, Abby. I appreciate that. I really do. That means a lot. Thank you very much.
And I was texting because I went into nursing mode.
Oh, that was you texting. I did see. I kind of went a bit tunnel vision. I did see some text pop up. That was you. All right, I got it. I'm there. I see it. I
kind of went into nurse mode and was like, right, this is what you need to do. But you were doing it already.
Hey, wicked. Thanks so much, Abby. I'm going to move on because I've got loads of calls. But thank you very much.
No, 100%. But I just want you to know.
Thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye. Let's go to Brad. Good evening, Brad.
Hiya, how are you?
Hey, that's none of your business.
Do you know what? I've heard all these people say everything, and I was thought, that's only what I was going to say, but I think you saved 2 lives tonight, and I think you're amazing for doing so. I think that poor girl would have been raped, and he would have probably just been dead if you hadn't done what you did. And well done for everything you've done. You're amazing for doing it, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Brad. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you very much indeed, man. Thank you very much indeed. How is Susan?
She's fine, but we've clarified the fact that this bloke is not is not fit to be anywhere near women.
Okay.
So
is she cool? Was she cool? I'm
she's
worried
cool.
now that I cut her off too quickly.
She feels better. I think the conversation we had was probably better off air.
Good.
And I think we've helped each other out a bit.
Okay. Wow. What a night, huh? Shall we speak to Giselle?
Yeah.
Don't speak to Giselle very often because Giselle
shy.
Gets a little bit shy, gets a little bit nervous calling up. You know, I should rephrase. Giselle is sensible and doesn't like phoning in. Good, but she's called in. Nice to speak to you, Giselle. How are you doing?
It's none of your business.
Hey!
Back at you, big
yes! Well done. That's what we needed. That's what. Thanks, man. That's exactly what we needed just then. Thank you very much indeed. What can we do for you tonight, Giselle?
I stand with everybody else and everyone tonight. I think one thing I might not have mentioned previously is that I used to volunteer with Samaritans.
Oh, good for you. Well done.
And when I volunteered with them, I was the youngest volunteer. I was 17. And you learn different things, obviously. The thing with Samaritans that has links with your show is that you don't vet the calls.
Yeah.
So you don't necessarily know what call you're going to take. And as everybody else has been saying, you both did a fantastic job there. It's not something I'm going to go on about because I don't want to overload you because I know how that feels and you're probably already feeling very overloaded.
Yeah.
It's, as I think a previous lady said, about making sure you also have somebody to speak to. You two obviously have each other and your team tonight, but
we've got Simon bringing hot drinks in. This is it. This is it. Good lad. Thank you, man.
Thank you, Simon.
The reason that Samaritans, when you finish a shift, you do something called offloading, where you speak to the team leader and you just go through calls that you've taken, is so that you don't hang on to that when you go home any more than is expected. And I think as everybody has said, you did a fantastic job. I think we've all been there with you through that, and I hope that is at least something you can take from that you definitely weren't alone in having to take that. Cool.
Nice one. Thank you, Giselle. Always nice to talk to you.
You too.
See you later. Ta-ta. Could I offload on you tonight?
Whoa. Oh, my God, really? You choose your moments, don't you? Dirty get.
Let's have a break, and then let's have let's have a break, and then when we come back, let's have a nice song. Let's have a nice, slightly upbeat song, shall we? We'll have a bit of Nancy Wilson doing "Son of a Preacher Man."
By the way, no.
This is Talk Radio.
Set free your mind. Let your fancy take flight. Conversation gets curiouser by the glow of moonlight.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Gosh, if you've just tuned in, wow, do you mind if it's been intense. The last hour and a half has been intense. So we're going to take it easy for the rest of the show because me and Kath and Simon, poor lad, he's going to come in to fill in and he's been through a traumatic experience. I don't say that lightly. So we're going to take it easy for the rest of the show because we're pooped. We will take phone calls, and here's the joy of this. 0344 499 1000. We can still talk about silly and dumb things, and we'll go through some silly stories. Thank you for all your lovely tweets and all of your lovely calls. Thank you. But let's have a bit of music, shall we? Let's get a vibe going, man. So Nancy Wilson passed away this week, I think 82. I'd never heard of her. But Tony Basil, who I'm friends with on Facebook, posted a clip of her, and I checked it out. Whoa! What a voice! So I bought a triple CD best of, £6 on Amazon, and I've only heard a few tracks, and as I was coming into the car park, I heard the opening bars of this, right? And I've not even heard her open her mouth yet. I know it's going to be amazing. This is Nancy Wilson doing Son of a Preacher Man.
Jimmy Ray was a preacher's son, and when his daddy would visit, he'd come along. When they gathered round the parlor talking, Cousin Jimmy would take me walking. Out through the backyard we'd go walking, and then he'd look into my eyes. Lord knows to my surprise, the only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only man who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Oh, yes, yes he was. Being good isn't always easy, no matter how hard I try. When he started sweet talking to me, he'd come and tell me everything is alright. Kiss and tell me everything is alright. Can I sneak away again tonight? Lord knows to my surprise, the only one who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. The only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was. Oh, yes, he was. Was in his eyes, stealing kisses from me on the sly, taking time to make time, telling me that he's all mine, learning from each other's knowing, looking to see how much we've grown. And the only one who could ever move me was a good loving son of a preacher man. Only one who could ever move me was a good loving son of a preacher man. Yes, he was.
There we go, that's all right, isn't it? Well, she can wail, man. Nancy Wilson, how have I missed her? Isn't it terrible? It takes someone to die before I even hear about them. What a voice. Good evening, dear listener. The Late Night Alternative, Iain Lee, Katherine Boyle, here Monday to Friday. Not here next week. We're off next week. Give us a week off. But we're back the week after. New Year's Eve, we're here. I'm assuming it's normal showtime. We've not been told any differently, but then our boss is a little bit damp. So, but I'm assuming at the moment it's 10 till 1. Could be 9 till 1, or it could be 10 till 2. I'm open either way, but it's probably 10 till 1. It's a New Year's Eve party for people who hate New Year's Eve parties. You have to pay £25 each, by the way, to listen. I should have said that, made that clear.
And then £50 to stop listening.
Tickets only. Mm-hmm. But we're going to do the same show. We're going to be sat here. We're going to just talk rubbish, play some games. We bought the Blockbusters board game. Bob Holness, $1.99, bought it today at Oxfam. Bring in Family Fortunes. We'll play some Uno, some Top Trumps. But yeah, we'll play Blockbusters because it's got the grid. And
Did you check it was complete?
No, of course not. It'll be fine. So we're going to play Blockbusters and you can draw the grid at home and play along at home. It's going to be wicked. Better than doing an A to Z of the year. Which another station will be doing.
Will they?
Yeah, they do it every year.
Is the year 1985?
No, he does it every year for like the 2 weeks of Christmas.
Gosh.
Never heard it.
No.
It's weird. Anyway, that's by the by. In the meantime, 0344 499 1000 is the phone number. Don't worry, we can still have a laugh tonight. This show is all about clunky gear changes. You know, going for a bloke who I literally thought had died on the phone. Man alive, that was something I never want to experience again. But we can mess around and we can dick around. We've got all kinds of silly stories to do tonight as well. So don't worry. If you want to phone in, by the way, actually, I should say, Samaritans 116 123 116 123 116 123. That was a really traumatic. Well, Susan's calls were traumatic. And could have been triggering for you, dear listener, as well as Chris's call. I'm sure you might have found that very upsetting. You're very welcome to give us a call if you just want to kind of unload some of the stress that you may have felt. Of course, it's stressful for me and Katherine. I imagine that if you carried on listening at home, that must have been quite intense, and it could have been triggering for you if you've ever experienced suicide. Don't worry, Nigel from Maidstone's calling in, so we'll be all right. We'll get Carrick Fergus. If you've experienced suicide in your life, you may have found that particularly traumatic. You're very welcome to give us a call. You're certainly very, very welcome to give the Samaritans a call, 116 123. You don't have to be suicidal to call them. But if you don't want to call us or call them, I would suggest, if you found either of those calls or both of those calls particularly upsetting, I would suggest going to talk to someone about it, whether it be like a priest if you're religious, or a friend, or your wife, or your husband, or just, might be good just to say, I heard of this phone call last night and man alive, it really hit me, and it might be healthy for you just to share it with someone else. Okay, is what I'm saying. Right, let's go to John. Good evening, John.
Morning, Ian. Yeah, evening, Ian. You're right, first time caller, a bit nervous.
Hey, nice one, man. Thank you very much for calling. What can we do for you?
First of all, I'd like to echo the sentiment to everyone and say well done to you and Kath for how you handled the call.
Thank you, John.
Circumstances. Secondly, you've also helped me along the way. I lost my dad about 18 months ago.
Ah, mate, I'm sorry.
Been counselling and antidepressants and not sleeping through the night and stumbled across the show. And just listening to other people and stops you thinking about things that you shouldn't be thinking about and keep it awake. So,
yeah.
You know, it's just that it's not always the people that are on the show that you're helping. It's also a lot of people just listening who haven't phoned in. I just want to thank you for that.
Oh, mate, thank you. I'm sorry for the loss of your dad. It's a tough one, isn't it? It's a real tough one. How are you doing? How are you doing at the moment?
Still find it pretty hard. Still on antidepressants and that, but I quit my job to look after my dad so that he didn't have to go in a home and that.
Yeah.
He was like, not just my dad, he was my best friend, and people say it gets easier. Well, I don't really think that's true.
It changes, I think. I don't know if it gets easier, but it changes. The grief changes and becomes something different. I found when my dad died.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty tough, but I've got my mum and I'm trying to be strong for her, but...
Well...
It took me long enough to get to the counsellor and think about antidepressants. I never really thought I'd ever have to do anything like that, but you don't know until things happen, I suppose.
No, you don't, and it's medicine. That's all it is, it's medicine, because you're not well, that's it. How are you finding the counsellor? Because some people, I love it. I love sitting down for someone for an hour, 50 minutes, and I will, first session, they'll get my whole life. But I know a lot of people struggle with it. How are you finding it?
Well, at first it was supposed to just be 8 sessions, and the first session when I went in, I just pretty much broke down for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Explained everything. There's no point doing things like that if you're not going to be honest with him.
Yeah, exactly. You can't go in and go, yeah, everything's all right, I'm fine, thanks. I think we're done here.
I think you've just got to share everything and probably talk to the counsellor things that I didn't to my mum and my sister who were going through the same as me, because they're going through enough as it is without me putting extra burden on them. Even though they wouldn't have thought it was like that, but, you do think that.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I think the counsellor certainly helped me.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Emotionally, so... But it was really just to thank you and Kath for, like I say, it's people, not just people who were ringing in, it's others that you're helping by listening.
And thank you for reminding us, because I certainly forget that from time to time. I'm sure you probably do as well, Kath. We forget... We're always amazed that people listen to this rubbish, right, John? And whenever we go out and people, sometimes people will recognise us in the street. And we went to an event a couple of months ago after we'd had like an argument on air, and one of the ushers said, "Have you two made up now?" And it was the weirdest thing. We're like, "What? How does he know?" Oh yeah, he was listening. So you saying that is very comforting, and it's a lovely reminder, brother. So thank you, and I hope you find the peace that you're looking for.
Well, we'll get there, I suppose, yeah.
You will.
And by the way, I'm the one who keeps trying to get you to come at Middlesbrough. Sunny Middlesbrough up north.
This guy's a troll. I've been comforting an online troll on this phone call. No. We don't travel up north.
Well, we have. We were in Newcastle waiting for you for ages, and you didn't come. So
that might have been before I started listening.
Well, we'll come back to Newcastle again just for you, John.
No, give Can you make it Middlesbrough instead? They're a bit strange up there, some of them.
Hey, no, it might be Newcastle again, because we found the most amazing, barbecue.
Yeah, but we're not eating meat at the moment. We'll have to go on a weekend.
Yeah, we'll do it on a weekend,
we'll fill
definitely.
our boots.
Hey, John, listen, I'm gonna, over Christmas, I'm gonna kind of look at doing putting another little tour together, and I will definitely consider Middlesbrough, mate, so we can see you.
Lovely, thanks very much.
Nice one, man. Take care. Again. Thank you. Oh, I cut him off. Sorry, I cut you off. Sorry. Let's go to Marilyn. Good evening, Marilyn.
Hello, Ian and Kath.
Hey, Marilyn.
I've just gone through the trauma with you. How marvellous you've handled that.
Well, you're very kind. How are you feeling after that, Marilyn? Because it was stressful for us, and it's just kind of dawning on me. Actually, it was probably quite stressful for the listener as well. So how are you feeling?
My neck was in a knot, and once the police came, I was crying my eyes out.
Oh, mate.
And I rang my son. He's working away, and I rang him. I says, Ian and Kath just stay alive. It was really traumatic, wasn't it? You two must feel marvellous. I don't think you need worry about your contracts.
I don't know if that... Well, you listen...
I think you're safe there. There might be an uprising if you didn't.
Well, you're very, very kind. You sound like a sensible lady. What are you doing listening to these two idiots bang on?
Oh, because I'm a very old, sensible, poorly lady, and I stay up half the night, and I've got a lot of problems.
But why don't you listen to, like, Radio 4 or 5 Live, like a proper radio show?
Run away to hell. I like listening to this each night. I put the telly off at 10 o'clock, and...
Oh, mate.
And then I can lie in the dark and...
Do what? What are you doing?
Rest my eyes, and...
Are you doing anything else?
I just had an eye operation on Friday, so I can't see for long. I've got a few
When
more
you had an eye operation, it wasn't that laser thing, was it, where they burn a bit of your eye off?
It was a cataract.
Oh, blimey.
No, that's messy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I've got a black eye.
Yeah.
I look dreadful. I don't go out the house.
Well, but luckily you can't see it, so you're all right. But is it going to get better? Are you going to be able to see for longer?
Oh, yes.
Okay, good. Yeah. Good. Well, that's what it's all about. Yeah. You rest and recuperate. Are you going to be well by Christmas?
Well, there's a lot of other health problems, which we're not going to, because we're having a nice night.
We're having a nice, lovely chat.
And no, I'll be all right. I cope with things.
Well, listen, Marilyn, you give us a call any time you want. You don't have to be alone. We will always be happy to have a chat with you. All right?
All right, for you. I say I'm all right on my own. I'm on my own companies. I get odd visitors, and my sons are both away. But they come. I had my son from Scotland at the weekend, and he came down, and the other one's down in London at the moment.
Yeah.
But he's too busy sitting working, and I rang him, and he says, I'm still working.
Oh, blimey. Are you going to see him over Christmas?
Yeah, I'm going to that son's for me Christmas dinner.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm not bothered. I don't eat very much, but
like a little bird.
All want to so.
Hey, Marilyn, you tell them from us they've got to treat you like a queen. I'm sure they don't need telling, but that's our orders.
Oh, I'm very lucky. I've got 2 lovely sons and 6 lovely grandbairns, so...
Wonderful.
All right, my dear, listen, I'm going to let you go because I want to quickly say hello to Nigel, but hopefully we'll speak again before Christmas, but if not, have a lovely time, won't you?
You too, and you deserve it, and give yourselves a pat on the back for tonight.
Thank you, Marilyn. God bless you. Thank you very much indeed. 03444 499 1000. Nigel.
Hello.
Hello, Nigel.
Hello, Ian.
Nigel, we have to
hello,
go...
Katherine.
Hiya, Nigel.
We have to go to the news.
Yeah, I've got a song after the news, a new one you haven't heard before.
Oh, is it
a recording on CD?
Is it a song that you've written, or is it...
No, it's Ladies a Tramp. It's a proper recording with the proper orchestra in the background.
And you'll be singing live?
No, it's a recording, but properly done, not done.
The recordings don't come over...
Well, this one is quite good. I've just listened to it.
Yeah,
I can also sing with it.
Let's do that. Let's discuss this after the news, Nigel. Stay there, we'll come to you in a minute.
Yeah, fine. I want to talk about other things.
I bet you do. And normality resumes. 0344 499 1000. When we come back, we've got Nigel, we've got Joan. We could have you, dear listener. This is the Late Night Alternative, weeknights from 10 with Iain Lee and Katherine Boyle on Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Such a lot. In a long white room with no beginning and no end, with no calendars or clocks, we have time to spend. So we grow tomorrow's flowers in yesterday's pot. We age just a little 'cause we touch a lot. And maybe we're married and maybe we're not, but we're there in a long white room. In a long white room that maybe might have been a loft, where the talking's always hard, but the breathing's always soft. We will tuck each other in and dream about trains. You'll call me beauty and I'll call you brains, but no one's comparing, so no one complains being there in a long white room. Finds. We will bring each other books, but we'll read each other's minds, and we'll do what must be done and share what must be shared. We'll hide what must be hidden and air what can be aired. We aren't that sure, but we aren't that scared. We will grow in a long white room. In a long white room, in a long white room.
That's nice song, isn't it? This is my new jam. No, my new jam, I keep trying to film it on my phone to tweet it, is the Cliff Richard advert. I rise up. I can't do the shaky teeth. I rise up above the clouds.
It's that jumper I can't take my eyes off it. So it's a short sleeve V-neck with a lot of zips.
He's got terrible taste in clothes. I like Cliff Richard. I'm not one of those people that knock him. He's done some crap, but he's been doing it for 60 years. Of course he's done some crap. He's also done some brilliant stuff in the country. Wow, what a song.
Wide for sound, anyone?
Totally. Carrie doesn't live here anymore, but his clothing sense is terrible. Terrible. I've just had a tweet from an inspector in Plymouth who says that their team are... Inspector Kevin Morley says that his team are dealing with it, and he says, thanks for the part you played. We all have a role to play in supporting those that are struggling. That is excellent. That is an excellent little... I'm going to retweet that. Thank you, Inspector. Yeah, we all do. 0344 499 1000 is the phone number. Let's go to Nigel.
Hi, Ian. Hello, Katherine.
Hey.
You sound drunk, Nige.
Pardon? I'm tired.
You sound drunk.
You're not drunk, are you?
No, I'm tired. I've been a lot tireder since I lost Mum. I think it's a shock. I just sit there and drop off easily,
Yeah, it's emotion.
I think it's that, you know, it is obvious, it is because I'm missing her, you see, she's not there, and she's always been next to me to talk to.
Yeah.
And the hardest thing, guys, is I've got to take flowers over Christmas, take the flowers to the grave, because I must do that. I always did that for me dad, to take a bunch of flowers, Ian.
Yeah.
It's going to be so difficult to take the flowers, because I've only been twice to the grave in 3 months, you know. So what do you think I should do?
Well, you have to do whatever your heart tells you to do.
I must go to the grave. I wanted to go today, but I keep putting it off, you see.
You don't have to go.
I do need to take flowers to the grave. I do need
If that's what your heart is telling you to do, then do it.
I've got time anyway, because I've got a few more days. It doesn't have to be until Christmas Day, really, does it, if I want to go?
It can be whenever you want it to be.
But I understand what the other guy was talking about, you know, the antidepressants and things, and not sleeping as well.
Yes.
Because I can only sleep in the mornings and not at night at all.
Yep.
Because my mind's too active, and I find myself, you know, washing up or washing, and you know.
Yeah, you're a nighttime person. I'm a nighttime person.
Yeah, but you don't sleep all the morning, do you?
Well, it depends what I'm doing. Sometimes I do. Tomorrow I won't. Tomorrow I'm going to be up about 7 o'clock with my kids. Got my kids all day.
Here's the thing, Nigel. If you stay up all night, of course you're going to sleep in the morning. That's where your body clock will reset itself.
And I feel guilty for sleeping. I feel guilty for sleeping in the morning.
What are you missing by sleeping in the morning?
Pardon?
What are you missing by sleeping in the morning?
Well, the weather's bad to go out cycling anyway. You know, if I want to.
So you're missing nothing. So there's nothing to feel guilty about.
But I always do 20 miles in the afternoon, which is quite a lot for my age. You know, to the shops, 20 miles, and that keeps me fit. The cycling. But that's probably why I'm so tired, isn't it?
That'll all be adding to it, yeah, Nigel.
Yeah. But I'm much tighter since she's gone.
Yeah, well, it's a stress, and that exhausts us. What?
I've got a new video that I made in a cafe today. Someone filmed me, and you can see my new hairdo if you like to have a look.
I'm okay for the moment, but thank you for the offer.
Okay. But will you have a look later on then?
No, I probably won't.
Oh.
So
it's a new video. So I'll sing this. I'll play this record.
Yeah, just to say, as we've said. Yeah, just to say, Nigel, as we've said before. Please let me finish. Please let me finish.
Yeah.
As we've said before, just playing CDs down the phone, it might be a really good quality recording.
Well, actually, this is a
Please
tape.
let me finish, Nigel.
It's a tape.
Nigel?
Yeah.
Can I finish?
Yeah, sorry.
Right. Playing a CD down the phone sounds awful on the radio.
But this one might not, because it's.
It might not, Nigel. What do I know? I've only been doing 5 shows a week, pretty much non-stop for the last 15 years. What do I know? All right, well, let's listen to it then.
It's a bit late for me to sing through a microphone.
Fine. Let's listen to it. But if it sounds rubbish, I will have to cut you off.
Oh, it doesn't sound rubbish.
No.
The next time I call in to do a song, I use the karaoke machine and sing with the microphone.
If it sounds rubbish to us this end, I will have to cut you off.
Well, it's not rubbish.
No. If you listen to what I'm saying, if it sounds rubbish to us this end, I will have to cut you off.
Do you like the song My Way?
No, I hate it.
Oh.
Schmaltzy rubbish.
Oh, well, that's what Robbie Williams did in his concert for the Sinatra concert that
Just one song.
Katherine was talking about.
Just did the one song.
I wasn't talking about it.
No. Okay, so let's hear the song, Nigel.
This is Ladies Tramp. Okay, I'll fire away. But
fire away.
You do understand about me missing Mum, don't you?
Of course I do.
I'm taking antidepressants and I still can't sleep at the right time. You know.
Yeah. Well, it is.
It'll take a long time to get over it, won't it?
Yeah, it will. It will.
Well. Maybe a few years, I don't know.
Well, I don't know if you ever do get over someone passing.
I'll never get over missing her, really.
No. As I said to a previous caller, you don't. It changes. The pain doesn't go away. It just changes into something else.
I think she's given me strength to carry on and do lots more different things, you know, that I haven't done before.
Yeah, like Ladies of Tramp.
No,
come on.
You know, washing the sheets, which I've never done before, because she's always done it for me.
Okay, well, someone was washing the sheets, certainly for you. So, Nigel, let's hear this song.
At least I'm laughing instead of crying.
Exactly. So let's hear this song.
Here we go. Okay, all right.
Here we go.
coming on.
Yeah, okay, mate.
She gets too hungry for dinner at 8.
And normal service now resumes.
She likes to fitter, but never comes late. She won't bother with people that she hates.
Hey, yeah.
That's why the lady is a tramp. She don't like crap games with barons and O's. Won't go to Harlem.
Why do we let him come on and do? Why do we let him do this?
Soft touches.
They really are.
With the rest of the girls. That's why the lady
Could find out.
is a tramp.
Interesting thing, though. We won't sing through the microphone because of the neighbours, but this sounds pretty loud to me.
Life without care. She's broke in dough in California.
California!
That's why the lady is a tramp.
A zap, 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 wow. Nigel! He's forgotten the words, hasn't he? Crap.
Oh, make it end.
She won't dish the dirt with the rest of the girls. That's why the lady is a tramp. She likes to go with wind in her hair. Life without care. She's broke in dough in California. It's so cold and it's down. That's why the lady is. That's why the lady is. That's why the lady is a tramp.
He has moments of being all right.
Yeah.
Moments.
Oh, has he gone?
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Is it?
I'm here.
Okay. Well, that was all right.
It wasn't too bad, was it?
wasn't
But
too-
that was a few years ago,
Oh.
so I might have improved a bit by then.
Well,
Since then.
you say California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
All right.
didn't say it right, did I?
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for that.
Sort of a karaoke thing, wasn't it, really?
Well, singing along to a backing track, yeah.
No, do you know what?
Oh, thanks for playing it anyway. I appreciate it.
Catherine speaking now.
You did a good. You did a good job, Nigel.
Your mum will be proud.
Was it as good as Robbie Williams?
Oh, miles better than him. He doesn't sing. He just sticks the microphone out to the audience.
Much better than Robbie Williams.
Yeah, I thought he had a good voice.
No, lousy American cabaret singer voice.
Oh. But the group he was in, what was the group? Take That, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know the song "Making Plans for Nigel" by XTC?
Oh, yeah, I do know that. Do you want me to learn it?
Yeah, I keep getting requests. Isaac has just sent it in, but every time you come on, someone else says, "Can you get him to do Making Plans for Nigel?"
Yeah, but it wasn't meant for me to sing because it's about me. But
yeah, well, maybe you could learn that. That would be fun.
Yeah, I've got it on YouTube.
Something a bit more modern, isn't it?
ACD, what was it? ACD or something?
XTC.
ACC.
XTC.
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 Yeah, that's right. It's on YouTube. I'll have a look at it tonight and see if I can sing it next time then.
Yeah, it'd be wicked. We really look forward to it.
It'd be good if I could learn it, wouldn't it?
It would be something.
Mm.
All right, man.
It might be difficult, but I'll try.
All right, Nigel.
Thanks, Ian.
Bye.
God bless. Bye.
Bye. 0344 499 1000. Joan, you're next. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
Experience the unconventional.
Hello.
The unpredictable.
Don't you think that's a bit weird?
And the completely unorthodox.
It was my birthday.
With rule-free Iain Lee.
I was just trying to generate a bit of content.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
Hate alarm clock. Hate going to work.
On Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. You'd be very, very welcome to. Let's go to Joan. Good evening, Joan.
Hello, Ian and Kath.
Hello, hey. Joan.
How are you doing?
All the better for hearing you.
Yeah, I went to bed at 8 o'clock. I was tired. And I've got to wear one of my headphones on me because I've got tinnitus.
Yeah.
And I fell asleep and I woke up to this traffic. I thought,
oh,
don't have this traffic near me. And then I heard you shouting. I thought, oh, I hope that man don't get killed. Anyway, less of that. My daughter
we hope the same thing.
My husband's in a nursing home the other side of Leeds.
Yeah.
He's deaf, blind and can't walk.
Yeah.
But he wears headphones if he'll wear them. Earphones, but he won't wear them.
Oh.
Hearing aid, I mean.
Yeah.
So I had a good go at him the other week. I said, you're too much to your backside. I said, get out of that headphone and join in to people here. Because they have all sorts going for them, you know. They have babies coming, animals, a man playing the organ. He won't join. So he said to me to shut up.
Oh.
So I did. I wouldn't give him a kiss when I left him either.
Oh.
Anyway, my daughter went to see him this week, and she rang me last night. I could have jumped over the moon. She said, I went to take Leslie's slippers he wanted, but they won't fit him. So I said, oh, well, I'll take them back and I'll get some more. He says, that's a waste of money. She says, no, I've got them on the precinct that if it's not right, they can change them. So he says, well, how long will you be? She said, I don't know. Why? He says, I'm going to play bingo.
Oh.
Oh.
One of the carers is going to help me.
Hey, Joan, tough love. It seems to work.
Hey, that's all right, isn't it? Well done.
And they said that 3 men want to play dominoes with me because they've got some real dominoes. So I felt like jumping over the roof. Oh, I was pleased. I rang my 2 friends to tell them as well because they seen me down, you know. So I felt a bit, so I'll be going to see him on Saturday and then Christmas Day morning.
Hey.
Till tea time, and then I'm going to my daughter's for my Christmas dinner.
Whoa, hang on. Whoa. Hang on, Joe. Are you telling me you have your Christmas dinner in the evening?
Yeah,
that is insane.
All the family go, the
that
children.
Is... No. Christmas dinner should be about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Tea.
Christmas dinner should be about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, well, that would have meant me leaving Leslie, you see.
No, well,
She's got things to do, people to see.
It doesn't feel right. Christmas dinner in the evening?
She's not inviting you.
At tea time? I wouldn't go. Oh, Joan.
Yeah.
So I've got a problem, right? What? So I've just moved into this tiny little kind of, it's like a village. It's a street, right? Mm-hmm. Miles from anywhere, and there's a few houses, and that's it. So today the doorbell rang, and I went and I opened it, and there was a young lad there. He's about 13, right? And he's the lad who lives 2 doors down to the left. And I went, all right. And he said, just wanted to know, Mum and Dad want to know if you want to come round for Christmas drinks.
Oh, that's nice.
No. On Christmas, and I said, okay, when? He said Christmas Eve. And I said, I think I'm going to my sister's. What time? And he said, about 1:30 in the afternoon.
Uh-oh.
Right? I'm not going to my sister's. If I go, it'll be probably Christmas Day morning or Christmas Eve night. I'm going to be in at that time of the day. And I went, oh, OK, well, let me get back to you. Now, here's the thing, Joan. I'm not very good in social situations. They're really nice people. I've not met the mum and dad yet, but they've given me a card and I've knocked on their door a couple of times. And it's a really, really nice family, OK? It's a really lovely, warm, beautiful gesture to make to a new neighbour that they've never met. But I'm not very good. I'm not good in those situations. And now I'm panicking. and the only conclusion, the only option I can see, I've got to move house again before Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
I've got to move.
Oh, Joan, what a misery he is. Can you have some strong words with him like you did to your husband? Get a flipping rocket under his chair.
Pardon?
Nothing, doesn't matter.
I can't go round there, Joan!
You can.
I can't! You're all a bit silly, isn't it?
Well, Ian,
Yes?
why did the golfer wear 2 pairs of trousers?
In case his balls fell out?
in case you got all in one.
Ladies and gentlemen. I heard a joke. I heard a good joke on this Bob Hope Bing Crosby film. What was it? It was a really good gag. I can't think what it was. Joan, lovely to talk to you, and well done. You've done well.
Yeah, I jumped over the roof last night, I'll tell you.
All right, I'll see you soon, Joan. Take care, love.
Yes, thank you. Merry Christmas to you all.
And you and your family and your
That's what you did.
weird, dirty habit of having Christmas dinner in the evening. It's disgusting. See you later, Joan. Take care, love. Bye. 0344 499 1000. So, how do I get out of this?
Well, you go to your sister's earlier.
I can't go 24 hours earlier.
Or
Yeah.
you put your shoes on.
Yes.
Put your Christmas jumper on.
No.
Put your big boy pants on.
No.
And pop over there and have a drink with him. Just one. And then say, I've really got to go because I'm going away.
But I won't be going away. I'll
lovely.
be going home. I've really got to go because I want to go and play PlayStation and sit with my cats, my kittens,
Well, you can
who
tell
have got very cocky in the last 22 hours. Those cats. Last night I went home and they hadn't been fed since kind of lunchtime, so I knew they'd be hungry. And instead of just they're in the living room, the 2 new cats, hiding under the sofa or behind the piano. They're sisters, and so they kind of spent all their time together. It's adorable. But I got in about 2:30, and instead of just plonking their food down and going upstairs, I thought, I'm going to sit in for a little bit and see. So I just sat on the beanbag on the floor, put the food in the bowl next to me, and waited. And there, I just saw one little head pop out from round the corner. Then over the top of it, another little head. So it's like head under a head, looking at me. And I'm doing my best not to look at them. But actually, I was taking loads of pictures and sending them to Kath. Going, they're coming out. And eventually, after a few minutes, they came and they sat next to me and they ate the food. Every time I moved my hand to stroke them, they jumped away. So I put my hand down and ignored them, taking pictures on the slide. And they're eating this food. And they finished the food. And instead of going off under the sofa, Lucky, Lulu, the black and white one, she went and had a shit in the litter tray.
That's bold, isn't it?
Isn't it? She went and had a poo.
She didn't drop her gaze from your eyes the whole time.
No. And then, this was amazing. Then the 2 cats just started wandering around the room. This hasn't happened. I've had them nearly 2 weeks Friday. This hasn't happened before. They started wandering around. And it turns out Lulu, who I thought would be the shyest of the 2, is actually the cockiest. She was up on the TV stand, she was walking around, kept coming, licking... Oh, by the way, do not leave a plate on the floor that's got bits of grated cheese on from a cheese sandwich, because that goes. I did it again today. I left a plate on the floor. Came back, it was clean. I was going, they ate the grated cheese. The same. Cats love cheese. Dogs really love cheese. I don't know if it's bad for them, though. And so I had about 25 minutes, the cats just walking around, exploring, jumping up, jumping on the stereo. Beautiful. I went to bed. Then I had the same thing this morning, about 9:30. Came down, put the food in the bowl next to me. They came out, climbing everywhere. It was fantastic. Magic. So... things are happening, but it's taken a while. Good evening, Diana.
Good evening, Ian and Kath.
Hello.
Good evening, Diana.
In case I don't speak to you again, a very, very happy Christmas and New Year to both of you.
Thank you very much indeed.
And I hope you both enjoy your Christmas rest as well.
Well, it's not really going to be... When you've got kids, it's not really a rest, is it? Now, I'm not getting the boys until Boxing Day, but I've got 3 nights with them, and their niece and nephew are coming over for a sleepover, and I've foolishly said, Diana, that they're welcome to stay up all night if they want. If they want to stay up and watch films and play games, I'm cool with them doing that once.
I know, but you did marvellously well tonight, and that's not the only time I've heard things like that. And
well, thank you.
The pair of you deserve, you know what I mean, a good time.
Thank you. That is appreciated. Are you working over Christmas? You doing any discos?
I've been doing all these Christmas discos.
Yes.
And thank God they're nearly over. But I don't mean it like that. But they're all having these dinners and you're playing this Christmas music, so I try to slip in a few that they don't usually know, you know.
Yeah, of course. No, you want to educate them.
And that French lady, I think you played the other night. I hadn't heard that one before.
Margot Gurrian.
And tonight I've just been working on some playlists. I got two funny things to tell you. Yeah. I was just about to pick up that Charles Manson book.
Oh yeah. Oh God, you weirdo. You are weird. I've forgotten. You sound so sensible, and then you talk about that Charles Manson book. Yes.
And also on the Saturday the 29th, I'm doing a 50th birthday in Cheltenham.
Oh yeah.
Which is an unusual time to have a party because anyway, there it is.
Yeah.
And the lady that took the book in said, "Oh, there's only one thing I've got to tell you, and you'll laugh at this. Apparently recommended by the manager there. There's a guy that's going to come with his organ, and he's going to do a spot for an hour. And of course, when they told me that,
did you say a 15th birthday or 50th?
He's going to do. Yeah, he's going to come and play his organ. He's going to get it up the stairs, and he's going to do a spot for an hour. And of course, I had to laugh to myself. I wonder if it would be Nigel, but.
Hey, gosh! Can I just say the best Charles Manson book I ever read was Helter Skelter by, I think the guy's name is Victor Bugliosi. He's the cop that investigated it.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's an that is, and it was written like about 2 years after Manson got sentenced, so about 73, I think. That is an incredible book, because he goes, obviously it's like, it comes from his perspective, but he goes into all the detail. That's incredible.
But I'm not going to pick that up tonight.
Pick it up.
Not now, but...
Christmas, read.
But,
where do you stand? Would you ever play Gary Glitter's Another Rock and Roll Christmas?
No, I wouldn't, because at the end of the day, this is a very funny time of the year, Christmas. There's a lot of people who it's not a good time for.
Yeah,
and when you're doing what I'm doing as well, it's a little bit like... It might upset somebody. I mean, I know all about Gary Glitter and Jonathan King, and it's odious.
Yeah.
And when I was young, when I look back, I was very, very vulnerable. But I had loving parents, and I would never have been allowed to have gone to Top of the Pops or anything like that. I do know a girl that went to Top of the Pops when she was 14, and she, with her older brother who worked at the BBC, and Gary, and she told me this. She's a grown woman now. Gary Glitter, Jimmy Savile said to them all, who's coming in the dressing room for a drink? And her older brother said, no, we've got to go home now. And she said, for years I could have. It wasn't until it all came out, and she said, I rang him, and he told me, Yeah.
And
he said it was well known, and he said, I didn't want you.
Oh, man.
But we know what happened. So, no, I would never play those.
No. I get that.
You know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean, Diana. Hey, listen, I'm going to move on, because we've got a load of calls. Thank you so much.
You know what I mean, but can I just tell you about one nice Christmas song that you might not know?
Yeah, go on, please do.
It's by an American singer called Mary Gauthier.
Yeah.
It's called Christmas in Paradise.
Oh.
Christmas in Paradise with you and I.
It's better than that.
It's from an album called Filth and Fire.
Oh.
All right, I'm going to check it out, Diana. Thank you for the recommendation. It's always appreciated. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
The late-night lip service for lovers, loners and lounge lizards.
Where exactly is your accent from?
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
I've forgotten your name already, excuse me.
On Talk Radio.
Vincent Bugliosi, thank you, everybody. Some book, Helter Skelter. Yash. Manny.
Good evening.
Hey, I was thinking about you today.
Was you?
Yeah, wondering how you were getting on.
Oh, fine. But guy, you're doing a great job. Both, all of you there, actually, all of you that work there today, it's not the first person you've helped. You helped me before, if you remember.
Did we help Manny before? I don't really... We remember, of course we remember.
Yeah, you do a great job. If that was somebody else, I would just put the bloody phone down, really, wouldn't it? Yeah. Oh, Mummy was coming upstairs, and I said to her, listen to this. And she was in bloody tears, she was in bloody tears.
I'm laughing at the way you say bloody tears. I'm so sorry. I don't know why that particular turn of phrase has tickled me, but after tonight I need a laugh, and I will take them anywhere I can get them.
You do absolutely fantastic job. It's like a family. It's not just like a radio. It's like, you know, everybody's part of a family.
You sound tired, man. You had a busy day?
I have. I shall be breaking up tomorrow.
Yes. Christmas holidays.
Till the 4th.
Well, hang on a minute. That goes on. That's ages.
Yeah.
You slacker.
You know how hard I work?
No, tell me.
Sitting on that bloody desk answering the phone calls.
How many hours a day do you work?
4.
Right, so one more than me, and we have it easy. This guy's... So, for 3 hours, I sit at this bloody desk answering the phones. You do it for 1 hour extra?
It's all thanks to you, all of you there. Yep. Thanks to all of you there.
You still owe us a 15% of your salary.
No problem. No problem. Anyway, if I don't speak to you, have a very, very, very happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
All your listeners as well.
All right. Nice one, Manny. Take care, fella.
And you, Kath. Bye-bye.
Night, Manny.
It's Merry Christmas. It's Happy New Year. Because we've had a tough old show tonight, I've been holding back, but it's Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Not Happy Christmas and a Merry New Year.
Does it matter? They're giving you good wishes.
No, they're not. They're effing me off.
What about season's greetings?
We wish you a happy Christmas. That's not the words. We wish you a happy Christmas. Wish you a happy Christmas and a merry... No, that's stupid. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Also, why would you have... Oh, I'm so happy it's Christmas and New Year. Oh, I'm merry. No, it's Christmas. I'm merry. Oh, it's Christmas. New Year. Oh, it's so happy. So happy to be here. That's the way it should be.
Wow.
It's a basic... Honestly, it pays me off.
Yeah, I know.
So much. The most annoying thing.
Man, you got to let it go.
No, I can't.
It's supposed to be a fun time.
Well, it's supposed to be if people weren't idiots.
Gosh.
Which is what they are, unfortunately. I'm getting bunged up now. I'm so angry. Furious. Absolutely furious.
Wow.
I'm very spotty at the moment as well. I think it's the stress. Anyway, let's have a laugh. It's Rainbow George.
Hello, Iain, Kath.
Hello, George.
Hello, Mr. Rainbow.
Hello. Sad listening to Nigel. I'm sorry that he's not aware that his mother is watching over him, because I'm sure she is, and I've never visited...
Thank you. Sorry.
I've never visited the graves of my parents because they're not there. They're in the world to come, and in a rainbow land. I'm sure of that, and it would be nice if Nigel tuned in on YouTube at Iain Dury Rainbow Land. Maybe he'd put music to it and then make a song out of it.
George.
It's all about you. It's always all about you and what you want.
Why is it about me?
Well, because Nigel's not listening now.
Isn't he?
No, he only listens to his own bits.
Oh, shame.
I know, it's a great show.
Yeah. I've not been able to listen to the show for weeks now. I just can't tune into it on my phone for some reason. And I'm not very good with the technology. Did you see a YouTube thing that went up after...
I don't tend to... No, I saw a link went up, but I don't watch videos of me, no.
No, it was good. It was you doing your theory on life on Mars, and it was a nice bit of footage. And I just Googled earlier, and it came up that they've seen a pyramid on Mars and other things, and it was very good what you said. And,
I genuinely believe it. That's where we came from. I genuinely believe it. Kath thinks I'm an idiot. Well, Kath will be laughing on the other side of her face when they find a Walkman
That's physically
on Mars.
Impossible.
It isn't physically impossible, mate. There you go. You're doing it. Although you do look actually ill when you do that. So please don't do that. I think it's offensive.
Was there life on Mars? That went up on YouTube, and you were very good in
I'm good.
what
I'm a good guy.
in what you said there.
It's a load of balls.
Shut up.
And I concurred. I said that Mars was Egypt, and Earth is Israel, and the Exodus was from there to here. Anyway, it's all deep stuff. And
code for bullshine.
Shut up, is it bullshit? Stop being so dismissive of other theories of existence. You either believe the Earth, the Bible, which is a joke.
No.
The Earth is 3,000 years old. Darwin's evolution theory. What a load of old nonsense. Or we came from Mars, which I think makes a lot more sense.
Oh, there are only 3 options. Is that right?
Well, you name a fourth. What's the fourth option?
Well, somewhere.
Thank you.
Somewhere.
Nah, don't worry.
It's somewhere between Darwin and the science that we actually can back up.
All right, mate. All right.
There's going to be a by-election coming up, which...
Oh, that's exciting.
What, on Mars or in this planet? Rainbow Land?
Peterborough, there'll be a by-election early next year.
Peterborough Effect. Do you remember those adverts with Roy Kinnear?
No, I used to live in Peterborough, though.
Do you remember the Peterborough Effect? It's Romans.
Oh.
It's a Roman waypoint, Peterborough.
Going to try and get Peter Cook involved in that election.
Peter Cook? He's dead, isn't he?
Well, Peterborough. So I'm looking to resurrect the Rainbow Alliance with the monster raving loony party, and I'm looking forward to that. It's good to have things to look forward to.
It's good to have things to look forward to, although I'm also looking forward to having nothing in my diary next year. That's what I'm looking forward to having a slightly less intensive work period in my diary next year. That's what I'm looking at.
I think great things are going to happen for you next year.
Oh.
I do. I really think something special is going to happen with you, one way or another.
I'm probably going to buy a new car. Is that it?
It's very special.
That's the plan.
No, you're going to
new car.
No,
Yeah?
you're going to become world famous.
Wow. What about Kath? Is anything good going to happen to Kath, or is it just me?
No, you and Kath.
Balls. I want to break free from this. I want to break free from the chains that bind.
Gosh.
All right, George, thank you very much.
I don't expect great things, nice things I would like.
I want to do great things, but I want to do them without Katherine.
Okay, well, fire
She
away.
really gets on my tits. I find her annoying.
It's not very nice, mate.
But it's a good rhyme, though, wasn't it?
No, tids and annoying. What's a tid?
Tits.
You said tids.
Idiot.
Moonlit musings from mums, madams, and meat packers.
Oh, never mind, I must have misheard.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
The station's brilliant.
On Talk Radio.
Here's the thing. The stupid woman line is a distraction. It's a distraction that is being used. It was rude, right? It was rude, but that's it. Ruder things have been said in there. There was the Scottish fella. Did you see that?
I saw what looked like, but I didn't see stupid.
No, but did you see the Scottish fella?
No, what's
There's
that?
a Scottish MP, gets up to speak, this was 2 days ago, gets up to speak, let me see if I can find it, because this is incredible.
Because there's loads of tweets flying out at the moment saying, look, this guy said this guy said that, and one of them suggested, and forgive
Here we go. Listen
forgive
to
my
this.
language, stupid bitch, and I didn't see that.
No, here we go. Listen to this. This is Churchill's grandson, who's supposed to be quite a decent guy. I can't remember his name. Anyway, listen.
We come now to the emergency debate, understanding order number 24. Mr. Ian Blackford.
There. You can't hear it. Someone says, go back to the Isle of Skye. Right? Which is, because he's Scottish. It's faintly there.
Oh, come on, Nicholas.
Well, there we are. I don't know if that's perhaps been picked up by the microphone, but it's just been chunted from a sedentary position. Go back to the Isle of Skye. Mr. Speaker, there's the message to the people of Scotland from the Conservative benches, and the people of Scotland will reflect on the kind of ignorance and arrogance which is shown by so-called honourable members.
So they're all scumbags. They're all slimy scumbags who've got no manners whatsoever. Go back to the Isle of Skye. Piss off back to Scotland. We're not interested in whatever you've got to say.
A lot of the discourse does seem rather childish. Like, the thing that led to the stupid person, stupid woman comment, whatever it was, She was going on about how pantomime-ish the opposition's language was, and it's just sneering at each other. Can you just get your acts together, please? Because no one knows what's happening.
Here's the thing. It's a distraction. Ignore it. We shouldn't even be talking about it, because it's a distraction. It's irrelevant. Someone said stupid woman. It's irrelevant. But tomorrow, Nick Ferrari's going to be about it. Julia Hartley-Brewer's going to be about it. Eamon will be about it. They'll do it. It's a distraction. It's meaningless. It's nothing. It's a smoke and mirrors to take our eyes off of the fact that the Empire State Building is shifting slightly. I'm referring to a David Copperfield trick. There's no reason why you'd understand that. Actually, I meant to say the Statue of Liberty. It's a distraction. It's irrelevant. It's absolutely irrelevant that we are all screwed, and people are arguing that some bloke called her a stupid woman. It's irrelevant. Yes, G?
You're not the Messiah. You're a very naughty boy.
Thank you very much indeed. 0344 499 1000. Exciting to see pictures of Richard O'Sullivan in the newspapers today. Very pleased about that. Love a bit of Richard O'Sullivan. Catherine, what have you got?
Oh, did you hear about this bloke who got done for illegal deer hunting?
Oh, I was just looking at that, yes.
A poacher in the US has been ordered to repeatedly watch the Disney classic Bambi after being sentenced for illegally killing hundreds of deer. David Berry Jr. from Missouri will have to watch the film at least once a month.
Yeah.
That's not that many times.
But he's in prison as well.
During a year-long jail sentence, according to a local newspaper, the Springfield Newsletter. Interesting fact about Springfield. You know why the Simpsons chose Springfield as a town?
Because it's the most common name in towns in America. Yeah,
Boom, yeah.
I did know that. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
next point. Next trivia question. You want to try and catch me out on? You won't, because I'm as sharp as a fox. I'm sharper than a fox. You won't catch me out. Thought you'd catch me out then. Well, you didn't. Unlucky.
I thought I might.
Unlucky, mate. Unlucky. Ooh. Hey, do you want me to get a fire extinguisher? Because there's a bit of a burn going on right now. Yes, mate.
You're 45.
Yes, I know.
Conservation agents...
So does your mum.
What?
Your mum knows.
Right. That is the second time you brought my mum into it this month. I'm going to have to...
Don't phone her.
Why? Are you frightening my mum? Because you should be.
Only. Do you want me to go there?
I dare you.
Only because I owe her some money for the other night. Oh, yes, man.
Right. She's off work now. She's off work now. I'll see her first thing in the morning.
Okay. Well, I'll probably say goodbye to you when I'm on my way out then. Oh, yes! I'm implying I'm having a sexual relationship with your mum. She's still with your dad. Yes, mate. Yes, mate. Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anything else? Can I help you with anything else? I'll say to her before I...
Don't. Because...
Take her a cup of warm milk.
You're dead meat. You know you're dead meat. My mum's from Salford.
Yes. I didn't know that. We don't have much time for talking. Yes. This can end now. Or we can carry on until the bitter end. Is what I said to your mum at the weekend. Yes. It's getting hot in here.
No, it's not.
Said your mum to me the other night, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That happened.
This Bambi story. Oh.
Bambi had a mum. Did you do her and all?
Yes, both before and after the shooting.
Bloody hell. God, I thought it was sad in the first instance. That's even more tragic. As if she hadn't suffered enough. You absolute pervert. dear. I mean, this is not normal, is it? Not normal behaviour.
Oh, again, that's what your mum said the other night. Right, carry on with the story. Let's have it now. Enough of
You're
this,
not
please.
the type.
Well,
she thinks you're a dickhead. Anyway, so...
I just didn't think that on Sunday night. Anyway, carry on, please. Well,
yeah.
Does she really think I'm a dickhead? That's outrageous behaviour.
Are you really having sex with her? That's even more outrageous behaviour. No, you're not. You're just imagining it. That's even worse.
Listen, just try it. Go on, say
what?
it. Say it. Call me, Dad. Come on, just try it. Call me Daddy. Come on.
Right, now you really are overstepping the mark, mate.
Okay, just call me Daddy. Come on, kid. Come on out, kid.
God, you disgust me.
No, we don't discuss you, actually. We haven't got time. I'm too busy.
All right.
Making love.
Right. One more, and I'm going to come over there, and I'm going to give you the purplest nurple you've ever experienced in your life.
You'd have to try some, because your mum gave me a very purple nurple the other night.
What does that even mean? Anyway, conservation agents have called the case of one of the largest related to deer poaching in the state's history. Second only to what happened to Bambi's mum when Iain Lee got involved.
Yes, mate.
We shouldn't laugh. Prosecutors said the animals were killed for their heads and their bodies were left to rot.
Yes.
Don't.
No.
Berry was convicted of illegally taking wildlife in southwest Missouri's Lawrence County. Prosecuting attorney Don Trotter, Trotter, said the deer were trophy bucks taken illegally, mostly at night for their heads, leaving the bodies of the deer to waste. Court records show the defendant is to view the Walt Disney movie Bambi, with the first viewing being... What do they think that's going to achieve?
Well, I mean, once a month... He's in prison, isn't he, for a while?
Yeah.
But once
they should make him watch something really awful.
Mrs. Brown's Boys.
No, Nativity 3.
Yes.
Dude, where's my donkey?
But also, just watch... But I mean, Bambi's... it's just tedious. It's a tedious film. Those Disney films are tedious.
That was from the sort of scratchy era, wasn't it, of Disney?
Yeah, I mean, Dumbo's the worst. Dumbo is a really, make him watch Dumbo.
Aristocats I didn't like.
Oh, no, I like that one. We used to watch that one a lot. The boys loved it.
Yeah.
Used to like that one. A little bit racist. There's a bit of a racist bit, isn't there?
Is there?
Isn't there? Is it the Aristocats or is it Lady and the Tramp where they do, like, Chinese eyes? You can't hide your Chinese eyes.
Oh, is it with the Siamese cat singing, "We are Siamese"?
No, there's one where they do... Another cat does the... does the eyes.
Even the cats were racist in those days.
Yeah. I quite liked Aristocats. Hey, it's Paul Ross!
Come in, Paul Ross.
It's Paul Ross. Hey, look at that.
Oh, thank you.
Nurple.
Hey, these are the favourites.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm in some of this.
You're right, Paul.
Not bad. The most embarrassing, I think, to arrows these days Disney song is on Peter Pan.
Yeah.
When they sing a song called What Makes the Red Man Red.
Oh, yes.
And it goes, let's go back a million years to the very first Indian prince. Oh. He kissed a girl and then he blushed. And we've all been blushing since.
Oh.
And they're not really red men at all, are they? They're Native Americans.
No. I'm just going to ask Simon if we could have an out time on the screen, please, so I just know when to shut this guy up, because it takes a couple of minutes to put the brakes on.
It's as if you can't hear. Doesn't realise he's not...
Mind you, what a show tonight, you two.
Tiny Tim, I saw you tweeted. Have you got a Tiny Tim clip on?
Yeah, we have, because it was 50 years ago today that Sergeant Pepper, no, he didn't teach the band to play. It was the 6th Beatles Christmas gift to their listeners.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no, so 66, so 52s. And Tiny Tim was on it singing Nowhere Man, which I've dug out.
Oh, mate. Have you read that book about Tiny Tim?
Yeah, that's a read.
I knew nothing about him.
So much older than we thought, wasn't he, as well?
Yeah, and the fact that he was not... in his eyes, a novelty act. This was a serious musician, who'd learnt these songs from the 20s as an encyclopedia.
And he couldn't half play the old, what they call it, banjolele, ukulele,
incredible.
Whatever he was playing.
And sexually very repressed. That whole cleanliness.
Yeah.
Anyway, fascinating. I'm looking forward to hearing that.
So a little bit of that we've got on the show. And we're also talking to a man who used to be an aerospace engineer and is now Australia's leading snake wrangler. Because it's snake season in Australia, particularly in Queensland.
Yes.
And he tells me he's got some big old boys to tell me about, including the 5-foot python. Stop that, you two, with your big purple ones. Yours has gone already, Kath.
Of course it is. I don't mess about.
Where was the time to eat that?
Didn't touch the
Listen,
sides.
in my family, you eat it or you lose it.
My youngest, his birthday party's in January, and we're having it at the kind of animal sanctuary. But then I've also had to book in snakes. He wants snakes, so we're going to have snakes draped around children's necks. What could possibly?
Isn't your youngest quite scared of snakes?
He's the one who's scared of snakes. The eldest loved it, and the other one had his picture taken with them. But he, I haven't got it.
Even his hair was tense.
Does he speak parcel tongue yet?
There you go. Look, that's
Oh,
the one on the right is the one that is having the birthday party.
No, that's
some snake.
That's pretty much heaven when you're that age. Well, I mean, for me, I love snakes. That is wonderful.
Yeah, it's really good.
What
this
a
really good group that've got these kind of reptiles and stuff, and they love them and they care for them and they educate. And we had an hour in their company. So
now you're out in the country, out in the sticks. They quite often turn up. That group, if there's a similar group, they turn up at county shows. I remember the Berkshire Royal County Show. Yeah. They were there, and it's fantastic because they will, they'll drape you.
Yeah.
If you want to be draped by a snake, they'll drape you.
And they tell you all about it. The boys, of course, loved it. Loved it.
You could get a nice snake tank in your place. Give them free with the cats. They get on well.
My little girls. I've got 3 animals. That is more than enough. Anything else? Usual old Tosh?
We're a rather kind of melon twisting conversation with a man. I've recorded it already. He's a chemical engineering expert and a theoretical physicist, and he's written a brilliant book which I've struggled to understand completely, called Prehistory Decoded, which basically says everything we think we know about the past is kind of wrong. Ooh. The Sphinx is far, far older than we think. There's a monument in Turkey that dates back to about 13,000 BC, so it's about 15,000 years old, that they lived around for years and then they buried. It's the size of 6 Stonehenges. I'd never heard of it. Wow. He's also just discovered, or it's just been confirmed in November of this year, a massive meteor landed, we think 5,000 or 6,000 years ago, off the coast of Greenland, previously unknown to human history.
I want a copy of this book. This sounds gold.
I've stuck it in my big purple folder.
Oh.
Feel free to take it. I've got the guy's number in there. You might want to get him on in the new year.
Wicked. Thank you very much indeed. Paul Ross is on at 1. Thank you, Simon, for your help. Thank you, Katherine. We'll be back tonight at 10. This is Talk Radio.